Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RC Pilots Lounge number 93. What's up with me? Not much, drinking coffee, you know how we do. Good to see so many of you in here tonight. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear with some emojis, would you? How's everybody doing? We'll do a little roll call in a little bit. We'll do a little roll call in a minute. Yeah, tonight, you know what we're gonna do? We're just hanging out, but I do have a box on the bench. Some of you guys know, we'll kind of let it fill in a little bit. Everybody's always coming in the house and asking what did they miss. Wild Bill, Victor Shamulus, EQ, John T, kept, holy moly. Why it started picking up. Speed. Spencer Keith, Dave Kowalski, Jermaine Spencer, Furball, Robbie Landry, Michael Statler, looks like. Pay it forward. I just got here. Looks like I need Lori to visit. Whoa, do haircuts? Yeah, quarantine will give you wings. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys catch the interview at Horizon Hobby yesterday? If you didn't, you got to go watch it. We had a good time with those guys. We, meaning myself and I. It was immediately after work, and I got home. Changed real quick and then got on with Horizon. It was a great interview. I love that. And we said goodbye to Cody. It's a good show. Fun Flying RC. David Martin Graff. Awesome Rabbit. P51. Eddie K. David C. Richard O'Neill. Kevin Farros. Yeah, I got a lot of trucks. Kevin, more than you kind of see, actually. Harry Thunder White, Lionel Randall, Jeff in Lower Alabama, George Watts, thank you. Mikey likes it. Wild Bill, Randy. Cool. Now we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff at Hobby Zone tonight. So, I know a lot of you guys want to grab links and help me out, but don't. Take the night off because Mike Kennedy, Kevin Trappin, Charlie, Wild Bill. What's even more helpful is just drop the pilotRyanMedia.com. Make them go through the funnel to get to Hobby Zone. This little guy's like 111, 119. I don't know what it is, but we've got that new 50 millimeter 3S powered Viper from Arrows RC available at Hobby Zone with us tonight. This is the one that was supposed to be before the MiG, which is why I was kind of surly that the MiG was getting tossed around when I knew this one was the one that he's marketed. So these are in stock right now, guys. So what do you think? Should we keep on social distancing, or should I start having Bobby come back to the show? Guys, what do you think? 119. Yeah, Wild Bill, 119. Cool. We got lots to talk about. Saturday night's my favorite night of the week. I'm actually pumped. We still have a lot of videos from our last outing where we filmed the T-33 from HSD. By the way, those are going to be here any minute now. Bobby told me I did such a good job, but he bought one. So that's cool. Bobby and I both are going to have T-33s. That's going to be sick. Both are Thunderbirds, too. You want me to bring Bobby back? I don't know, man. I mean, it's like, it's kind of smart to, you know, keep your social distance, isn't it? I mean, that's what you would think, but I've been working every day out there with the people. So, yeah, Bigfoots are back in stock. I think Huskies are coming soon. All right, I'll bring back Bobby. Let me give him a call. These shows go long enough. Maybe he'll be here before. I'll text him. I'll text him and see. Let me do that again. Maybe he should turn the volume up so he can hear it. Let me see. Hold on. These shows go long enough. Maybe he'll be here before. I'll text him. Hey, son of a bitch! On the way over. Son of a bitch. There it is.
What's up?
What's up?
Holy smokes, I was about to make an emergency call somehow.
He's been over there watching the show from behind the... Did the floats come in?
Floats?
Eric Quinn for what? Nah, Brad, I don't do any soaring. Shadow Ops, check his temp. Psh. Man, I've been working every darn day out in this mess. John Graham, Farmer Man, Spencer EQ, Skyblazer, Dennis Farley, John T. He's here. Mikey BRC, what's up, Mickey? It's Mickey, right? Nah, we didn't wear no stinking mask in here, dude.
Man, they try to make me do that at work.
We have to sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I do at work also, unless I'm in an empty.
I'm in the back away from people, luckily, for the most part.
Man, I'm so annoyed by it. Yeah, Bill Shepard, that was super fast. Holy smokes. That's got to be on a shirt. You know what else is going to be on a shirt? Rollin'. Rollin' is the new stick in monkey pants a little bit. Alberta, Canada, Robert Ortlip, Michael Hoffman, Roach Coach, Hellies. Awesome, Farmer Man. Wayne's RC, augured in. Gotta try soaring. Man, not to be rude, but it could, no. It may be a new ball game, but I'm a video guy. I just don't know how good it would be. Like every now and then I'll fly some of these gliders, and we could go a half hour, but I'll go like 5 minutes or something, because I just don't know what to do with them. Rolling with the homies, clueless style. Hey man, at least I'm not driving around in the car by myself with a mask on.
I'm just glad I don't have to watch Ryan build anything anymore.
Shoot, I did pretty good on that, man.
Yeah, you did. You did a good job.
T-33 grass fields. You know what? If the grass is nice enough, yeah. But otherwise, I mean,
If you're
marketing material will say no.
Yeah.
But you know, I know for a fact Jeff's Custom RC has like super duper dope grass, so he can do it.
Yeah.
You know, but you're gonna have to put something in the cheater, because it's gonna
Oh yeah.
That 120 is sucking.
Yeah. I've seen guys fly the F-16 off grass too, and I'm like, no way. Like I don't like
fixing landing gear that much.
Me neither. Especially on an expensive aircraft.
But I think the T-33, it's got shorter legs. Your odds are better of not fixing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
You know what? I don't know about the Bigfoot floats, Eric Quinn. You know, I just help drive traffic. I don't really know stock levels other than when stuff is back in sometimes. Things like that. You'd have to ask him over there at Hobby Zone. But check out Hobby Zone. We'll crack into this in a little bit. But Bigfoots are back. Huskies are coming soon. Ray just got his little P47 the other day that he won as a sponsored gift on Hangar 51s that this channel here put out.
That's a sweet little P47.
It is, and I still got to make video of it. I got to, you know what, the Farleys have been flying theirs to death. Mitchell?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they toned it down a bunch.
Oh, really?
The rates a bunch, which makes total sense. Because I didn't enjoy it. It was too twitchy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Pump down the rates, dial in some expo.
Yeah. Make a Bike RC Aero, Bobby back in the house. Dude, Fun Flying RC, man, we got loads of merch on the store. I'm gonna make some new stuff, but I love RC, and I made some coffee mugs, I think, since last time we all were here together. And I'm waiting on them to come. I bought 2 of them. I got the I Heart RC coffee mugs on the store and on the way here because I had to have some.
Heck yeah.
Mike Keller wonders what's in the box. It's the little Viper. I have not cracked it open yet. We saved it for you. Seriously, we saved it for you guys. It's the Viper from Hobby Zone, like 119. Dennis Farley says put 2 ounces in the nose as well. Boy, you put 2 ounces in the nose, you're going to be up for a long time. You probably puke.
Oh boy.
Awesome, Ray. Cool. So what, man? If I drink coffee. What does everybody think will be the new Horizon Hobby plane release? Don't ask us.
I don't have a clue.
We can't tell you. But whatever day that's released, we'll have videos on it.
And I can tell you one thing, it flies.
And they said that's a bad tease because everybody thinks something else when you say it, but it's red. RC Air Marshal, hey, he knows. He's like my spirit animal. Air Marshal, he sees me. Yeah. Shelby, what's going on? Good to see you, Shelby. Seal back. Show 93. Can you believe it? Did you guys see Bobby the Builder's ears perk up when Ryan said box? Yeah. Fastest slope glider, 545. That's cool. You still won't convince me.
We don't have any slopes around here.
Paige, yeah, it's Indiana. Hey, Paige Farley, Jay Burke. The burden of knowing. Man, I've been carrying that burden for years. The burden of knowing. Any hint when it will be released in the future? I'm really not trying to be funny, but we would lose the opportunity to bring early projects if we blabbed.
Well, yeah, and it kills the excitement and anticipation, you know?
Yeah,
Can't
man. Need a roll and says Scooter 91. Nice. So there's some of you guys are new members tonight. That's been cool, guys. I mean, it went nuts last time. You guys that are, I don't know if, it depends on how you watch. If you're watching on desktop, there's always a join button by the, subscribe button, or, I don't know. It's down there at the bottom right of the videos. But if you're watching on mobile, you have to click the links in the description. I'm starting to put the links to join the channel. It's like Patreon, but different. If you guys wonder what you're seeing with these, some of these guys have what's called loyalty badges and access to custom emojis and things like that. Chuck GRC.
What's up?
Jeff. Yeah, the winds were nuts here. Absolutely nuts here today. Jeff says do it. What are you talking about? Francis. What's up, Nate Kujul? How do you say your last name, man? Kujul? Nate's picking on the dihedral on the T-33 from HSD. We're going to meet him after school, 3 o'clock. Come on. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. 130 folks. How are you guys? Flaps in the house. These young guys, Flaps. Ethan and Flaps. Y'all do your show Wednesday now. Yeah.
Slats?
Flaps. Channel 6 Flaps.
Oh, gotcha.
Him and Ethan RC do this together.
Right on.
Ryan, you think I need a boozer haircut? Man, is it bothering you? Hat's crooked. My shoelaces are untied. Look.
I actually gave myself my haircut, believe it or not.
I can tell. I'm just kidding.
That's why I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah, right. Jeez Louise. Here we go. How's Perfect. That? Is that better? Wild Bill. One of you Bills bought that Viper today as soon as I posted it on Facebook. Haven't used it in the field yet, says David C. Talking about the buy a surface vehicle. Which one, Chuck G? Eddie K's RC.
Bunch of them behind us.
That was a great show with Horizon. I loved it. Jeff, what's up? Customs RC. What are you talking about? No Pepsi. Yeah, I have a Coke up there somewhere. Drupinski. Whatever. Modify some if you want some dihedral. That thing was that jet is amazing.
Yeah, that jet's awesome.
Hey, yeah, I got an email from Boozers the other day. I wrote back, but no one wrote me back. That one image needs like vectorized or something, and then we're good to go. Channel 6 says it looks like I'm decorating my wall with trucks. Yeah, man, here's the deal. I can do them in my yard. I can't fly in my yard. You know what I'm saying? So I've been having fun with them. It's okay. Some folks do Banggood products. I probably won't be doing that. But I will be doing surface vehicles from Horizon and Hobby Zone. My X-Max gets here next week. And I like the Redcat Scout crawler so much, I got the orange one too, because I'm passing the blue one on to my good buddy Mike Kennedy. Paul Caesar, how was the HSD T-33? Was it all that you thought it was? Ordered my Freewing T-33, waiting for it to get to UK. Gonna made an FMS 1700mm Cub in the morning. Dude, that Cub is amazing. And the T-33 from Motion is fun too. It's the only thing similar though is that it's a T-33 to the HSD one. Wasn't it a completely different animal, dude? It was. I mean, they're both T-33s. They share a little bit of the same character, but man, the big one was special. So I put out 2 videos. It was just the first 2. Shakedown. Me and Bobby both got a ton more flights on it.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll be coming out slowly. And then there's a video out at HSD Jets USA YouTube channel you should see. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I
actually
absolutely fell in love with that T-33.
Dude, it was sick.
It was one of my...
It reminded me of Carbon Z stuff.
Yeah,
just like big and awesome.
Yep.
Plenty of power.
And a big, gentle giant.
Big, gentle giant. Like 120mm EDF. Yeah. That's the biggest thing I've ever flown.
Oh, yeah. I was so hooked. I pre-ordered mine last night. I just couldn't help it. I had to.
Yeah.
It's... I can't wait.
I couldn't... You know, I already knew... Air Marshal, what? What do you mean, boo? He's booing the X-Max. What are you talking about, man? Don't get mad. I'll get the 8S Creighton too. Eventually. Don't get mad. Wild Bill, you lost a couple subs, you say? Yeah, man, politics. That'll do it to you. Kuniak in the house. Victor Shamulus. Let's just give a quick shout out to captains in the house, all right? All you members, I super appreciate you. Thanks for doing that. It's cool. I'm anxious to see how that plays out in the future. Yeah, we're flying that T-33 at a new place. Our home field is only 280 feet of geotex, and so that might be fine once you're used to a plane, but to maiden it and to do the videos proper, you really need the space.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the T-33 can get off in short order. It flies so well, though, it's coming down where you want it will be the trick for someone to have to learn.
Yeah. Yep, totally.
Us, myself included.
Yep.
Air Marshal, that's cool, man. Dang. Air Marshal's getting brand loyalty. I can tell you about brand loyalty and how that does for somebody.
Don't get into that.
Just do what you like. Mike Keller says, Bobby, open the box. Yeah, George, 280 feet isn't very long, so we go to where there's 800 feet. A beautiful pavement. There actually is some obstacles there because there's some trees over in the corner, and then there's like a dealership or some kind of production facility for like vans or RVs.
It's like a conversion place.
Yeah, you're not supposed to fly over and things like that. But that's why on that one end we do a lot of vertical moves. Wild Bill says he's dying to see what's in the box. Chuck G says I love RC. Andy, what's going on? Wreckham Roy. Yeah, man. Air Marshal, I was thinking the same thing. I don't quite know what I'm going to do when I hit 100. Yeah, man. You know what? You're going to wake up the next day and you're going to feel the same. I promise. It's cool, but just keep plugging away. George Watts, thanks for that. Thank you so much. Laying with the brakes on, Mike SSI. It's not that. It's not the rollout. It's the float down. Mm-hmm. Man, that thing is neat. But I have a feeling if you do let it bite you, it probably bites hard.
Oh, yeah.
But just don't go that slow.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Andy has experience with the turbine and the EDF version. And when I put out the other videos we shot, I'm going to put my rates on the screen so you guys can see what Andy's rates were. He gave me triple rates. So the first flight or two, I went with his high rate and his low rate. And then I went with his mid rate and his low rate. I didn't need the high anymore. It's just more, not that it's more than the plane can handle, but it's more than the plane wants.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Oh, yeah.
Like you bang it around and you're losing the groove. So it's like, you know, you want throw, but you also want it to be scalish and make sense. So
yeah. And that plane's so big and beautiful, you don't want to really bang it around.
Nah, man, that thing's a Cadillac. You just want to watch it cruise by. Mm-hmm. Tim Teuton's close to 150 subs. He says he's going to do a giveaway. And he'll probably be able to retire. At 150, I think you're rich. 150 subs and you're like...
Big bucks.
Give it up, man. Mm-hmm. You can tell your boss to kick sand.
Lamborghini.
Colin Air shows, what's up, fools? He says, Jeff's got 1,000 feet and it's grass. It's hard to miss it, right? Oh, Jack Miller can't decide on the turbine or EDF version of the HSD T-33. You're going to get flight time on a turbine.
Yeah.
If you're already experienced with turbines, man, that might be the way to go. Here's my thing. If you want to move towards turbines, if I was ready right now to make the jump to turbines from electric, I would be looking at the Super Viper.
Yeah.
And the T-33.
Yep.
T-33 all day long if you want to stay, you know, military.
Yep.
Right? Those birds are forgiving. And with a turbine, man, you get some flight time.
Oh, yeah.
You know? You get some flight time. But, you know, Andy told me I can go 4 minutes on that jet. And I went 3. That's the first day. Mm-hmm. You want to hit LVC or dead stick one of those in? It doesn't matter if all your controls work if you got no thrust. I did not want to be trying to catch a glide at some crazy field where the dude, if you fly over the trees, will come over and gripe at the field. We just joined, too. Mm-hmm. We just joined that day. Mitchell Farley out flying. Don Gallagher, yeah, man, do whatever you'd like.
Mitchell, if there's ever an excuse for being late to the show, that's it.
For real. Channel 6 flaps, man. I mean, on the citation, listen, my job is to not confuse things. If it's a 3S bird, man, I'm gonna go 3S. Now, there's some planes like the Air Tractor that's 4S or 3S. Man, put whatever you want in it. Because they say you can. But the citation, and they maybe say you can, but like for some reason on jets, And because it's a micro, like I don't feel very confident stepping down the voltage. It may be able to handle it, but it just makes me feel like you're gonna have some weak thing. Like I remember Mike, we were flying the 4S F-22 from Free Wing. Mike thought it was a 3S bird. We filmed it and everything on 3S. That son of a gun was all it could do to stay up in the air. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I'm kind of leery about saying. Now you have to make the call for yourself. Like I'm not watching. If there's guys out there who are putting out videos on 2S and it's ripping, well then I don't know what I'm talking about. But if I had to guess right now, not having any experience, I'm gonna say don't. The 3S, what do they call them? Onyx batteries are what I'm gonna try next. Let's see. Am I missing anything, guys? If there's something you want us to see, comment-wise, definitely blow me up with emojis. Steven Stowe. Yeah, that probably is the max. I mean, you can conserve and fly the glide and play with the glide on that T-33, but it's a jet, man. I mean, I got a couple passes there with power off, usually, maybe. But I kind of want to rip them around, you know, a little bit. So, yeah, 3 to 4 minutes, that's what's up. That's what's up. If you want more than that, you got to go turbine. And that's how you're going to get out of the little ones, too. Yeah. Unless you're Ray. He's going for the distance. He puts his battery so far back that he's really, really super balanced. So I think he's getting the most out of the plane flight-wise. Charlie Marciani said Brian Phillips did a video with citation on 2S. Yeah, how did it do? Redcat Volcano. Open the box, Lee Davidson says. They can't wait. Raymond Molina got that Husky. That's cool. All right, man. Let's open it then.
You want to open it?
Yeah. And he said he got 5 minutes with the Roaring Top 6250s. 2 of them, right, Troy? He might have. We were going with the 5500s, and of course in a video that's used for promotion and things like that, it wouldn't be smart for us to go all the way. No, I don't have a timber here anymore, Flaps. Mitchell Farley, yeah, man, I did this on purpose. I got a lot of, yeah, I tell you, if it's not red, I don't want none. You know what I mean? I got a lot of red going on in the background, like, right now. So, yeah. Bigfoots, I think, are back in stock. Huskies, if they're not, they're going to be soon. We got the P47 up there. And one on the table that we're going to crack. What's up, Dad? Marshall with the hands emojis. 50 millimeter EDF. I don't think I've ever flown one of those.
Me neither.
This thing is small enough, dude. We could crack it open right here.
Don't matter to me.
Troy, on what receiver packs were we using? Are you talking about on the T-33? On the T-33, we're using 2S 2200 RC Jetworks batteries with XTC connectors. My receiver was a Futaba S-Bus, the R2008B or whatever it is. 8-channel Futaba receiver. It's like $50. And one wire S-Bus. I couldn't believe it. It's the first time I've ever range checked a plane in my life because I didn't trust the one wire to do it all. Completely was fine, and there we go. Yeah, NR552. I bought that Havoc. Yeah, that I put in. Yes, I did. And Colin, I'm not going to open the box. Do it again about 5 or 6 times. RC Project, what's going on? Everybody's looking forward to the model in the box. You know you're going to stay forever. Anyway, I had an F14, but I didn't want to set it up. So Bobby has it. Dave's RC. What's going on, Dave? I love you, man. You know what? I don't think I've ever missed one of his shows until last night.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like his year anniversary. Guys, check him out on the replay. I think he kept it short. We love Dave's RC. He's one of my captains. Let me shout out the captains real quick, the members to the channel. Dave's RC, Mitchell Farley, Victor Shamulus, Mike Keller, Dave Kowischke, Mickey BRC, George Watts, Mike SSI, Thomas Milano, Mike Kennedy, Spencer Keith, and Dennis Farley. You guys are the captains. Thanks so much. You guys are out of this world, and I really, really appreciate you. Charlie Marcioni, we don't know what... Man, open it up, Bobby. Let's go.
All right.
We don't know what we got yet in that box because I wanted to crack it open all day. I had guys asking me about what battery, if a 2200 would fit and yada yada. And I was like, man, you'll have to come to the show and find out. Great Scott RC saying hi to Dave's RC. Dave's RC, we love you, man. In the house. Rick and Roy's dabbing a little bit. Yeah, you have to hand me the parts, dude. Let me see the box.
Alrighty.
I mean, thanks to FNRC, you've already seen this. Yeah, you guys, thanks so much.
Boom.
Guys, check out the join button if you want to get in on that stuff. Look at this. Oh, it's going to be nothing to put together.
No, it shouldn't be.
It's going to be nothing. Yeah, I heard that 2200s fit, though. So that we'll see. I'll go get one if I need to.
30-inch wing, 27-inch length.
Forget the specs, man. Open it up. Hey, you guys want to see tech spec and information, go to pilotryanmedia.com. You end up getting one of these, go to pilotryanmedia.com and click Hobby Zone.
Nice little instruction manual there.
This is a pocket rocket, y'all. While he's doing that, I'm going to actually put a link in. It's a belly lander for sure. Dave's RC, this jet is for you, but you know, hand launching.
It's even got little finger pockets in it.
Oh my gosh, let me see.
Man, that thing's really built nice. It's got servo covers on the bottom, finger
Oh,
pockets
dude.
to toss.
Look at the, I love it.
This little guy's pretty cool.
There's the underneath. It's got skids for the servo arms, which is nice. Your ducting up here, and looks like the cheaters right there.
Yep. Wingtips as well.
Yeah, the little grips here. It's like a bowling ball, dude. You can put your finger in there too. Pew.
Wingtips too.
Oh, sweet. Winglets.
Winglets, yeah.
Check it before you wreck it. I almost think we should get another one of these.
Not a bad idea.
4S it. You do that all you want. Somebody will.
Oh yeah.
Holy smokes. Yeah, I guarantee. Now there's
Holy cow.
I don't see any reinforcement in the horizontal.
Little 12-blade fan in there.
Is there a 12-blader?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a 12-blader.
There is reinforcements in the wing. It goes from here all the way in. All the way in. Dude, let me see that little fuse. Holy smokes.
I bet you it will fit a little 2200.
Oh yeah, all day long. 2200 3S will fit all day long. A 4S would fit all day long as well. But it's something we don't know if that's okay to do yet. You say it's a 12 bladed 50 millimeter. I bet
Yeah.
it sounds amazing.
Yeah, I bet you it's gonna sound cool for a little guy.
Dude.
Yeah, it's sweet. It comes with instructions, but I bet you don't really need them.
This is cool. Check out the... this looks fun. So check out the skids down here. The ventral fins, Dave's RC. Is it 11 or 12 blades, Bobby? It's probably 11.
Let's see.
I don't know how you'd cram 12 on it.
11 blade, yep.
11.
30 amp ESC.
30 amp ESC.
4500 kV motor.
Holy 4500 kV motor.
Yeah, it's gonna scream.
No rudder, but you could easily make one. Gotta do it. You don't have to, but depends who you are.
We will need some glue.
You need some glue?
Yeah.
There's a brand new bottle of foam tack right there. On the right there on the pegboard, dude. The armored parts department.
Armored parts.
Yeah, I probably got another one too that's open, but that's all right. Go ahead. Yank and bank, man. But you could add a rudder. We're gonna go stock though on ours. And right now I'm gonna dig up the link for you guys and put it in the chat. My link to this. Let's see. Oh, Farmer Man. Yeah, that would be a good one. Let's see. I'm going to put it in here. Maybe somebody will steal it and put it back in when guys want it. Serious. Let's see. I just put the link in, guys. They're $119.
What?
$119.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Dave's RC says he has 2 Chain Sun EDFs that will kill this thing. Does it come with foam tack? Wild Bill, no, it does not. Mikey likes it, says it needs a micro afterburner. $119, hobbyzone.com. I'm going to put the link in the description, as well as you can go to HobbyZone from Pilot Ryan Media, and that is cool too. Let me see. I'll go ahead and put it in the description as well. Yeah, you don't need rudder, but if you want a knife edge, you do. Victor. Let's see. I'll tell you what, guys. Horizon loves you dudes. I tell you, that interview yesterday, it's all about you guys. It really is. I'm just like the representative. That was awesome. Rick and Roy, you like that? Is it a good price? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, man.
Let's see, where is my live at, man? It won't let me get in there to it.
Cool too, because you only need a little
whatever
4-channel receiver for this guy.
4-channel receiver, but I mean, you could put in a 6. You could go fancy. You could go flaperons. You could add a rudder. You could do the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's actually, once we get it together,
maybe not
there's a line where the rudder would be. So cutting it out would be sick. Dave's RC, click through your boy.
Yeah, super easy mod.
I know the test pilot, what's his name? Bob. It's like 19,000 RPM on RC Groups. He works at the store in Minnesota with Dan at Hobby Zone. So he's flown one. And he said the only thing that he wishes was that he had some kind of way to grab it better, like roughed up. We need
little screwdriver. A little guy.
Look in that mess. There's one by the A10 on the left. There's two of them.
Perfect.
Sometimes the flathead one is better. Dave's RC, thanks, man. Eddie K, that'd be funny. Yeah. Yeah, you know, they're going to have to... A lot of times it seems like they hire from within. Mike Keller, thanks for that. Yeah, Charlie, I mean, if you mix it right, you can make those ailerons, flapperons, totally. I think 4S, with the high KV like it is, I think 4S is pushing.
Yeah. Probably want a little lower KV for 4S.
Danger zone. Yeah, that's a Husky back here, Francis. Rhino, you know what? We don't know what kind of punch it has yet. You know what I mean? Seems like some of the 4S and 3S jets, they're just lacking the voltage, obviously. So they take a good toss, and I'm not sure how they would do on a PVC launcher unless it was bungeed also. But we just don't know yet. We have no way to...
And I haven't flown it yet, obviously, but it might be a good first jet for somebody, especially for the price point.
Joe Habib, what's up? James Richardson says he put an 11-blade FMS fan on his Freewing 64mm F-18. Hand launches like a dream. You'll be able to hand toss that thing into orbit. Your 2200s are 30C. That should be all right. I mean, we just don't know till we know. I mean, look, if they're making a 3S jet, they're not assuming folks have 100C 1300 milliamp batteries. You know what I mean? This ought to be fine with whatever. P51D fan, thanks for that. Eddie K's RC, did everybody get their letter from the FAA on Thursday? I did, and I'm certainly excited to talk about it here in a few minutes.
I didn't even pay any attention.
Rick just got done flying, hit 2 trees and a light pole. Son of a gun.
All right.
Were you trying? That'd be tough to do. Boys, stay inside. You're going to get hit by lightning. Might be fun to get a few in pylon race them. I think so too.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, this doesn't weigh a lot, so it might take crashes pretty easily. Hey, what's that? That's a good post with the MK Ultra. You can order the Husky for $229 with a $30 off coupon. That's a great value. Yeah, you know what? I haven't met a Viper that I didn't like.
Yeah, most of them are pretty nice.
200 driver, I saw your comment on the video. I think it was today. Thank you for that comment. It was very nice. Good jet to fly with FPV. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm not an FPV guy, but yeah, I just want to thank all you guys because really, you guys are why that Horizon show happened. The response from you guys is amazing, and to kind of not really dive deep into the business aspect of things, I'm super proud and I'm super pumped, and I want to tell you guys a little thing. I had a sneaking suspicion that this community is what they call avid. We're obsessed. We love this stuff so much. We buy a lot of product. We are out of all the influencers they're working with at Horizon, we are, until very recently, we were the smallest channel in the mix. And we're doing performing pretty close to the top compared to some pretty big outfits. So I wanted to thank you guys for that. And it's clicking through. You know what I mean? When I want the click, I fight for the click. I get the click. That helps me. And listen, no matter what, these guys that have to sit in a boardroom and decide who's they gonna work with, those things matter. And to keep us in the loop here, keep doing what you're doing, guys. I really appreciate it, and it's really working. So thank you so much. Bobby already did the maiden, son of a gun. Let's see it, man.
Wingtips are still drying.
Oh, Bill Shepard, thanks, man. Oh, are they? Dude, this looks cool.
Yeah, it's a sweet little.
It reminds me of the Marlin. Nice little jet. You know what's cool too? They didn't even try to. I like the canopy.
I do too.
They didn't even mess with clear. Just like it's a sport jet. Let it be. It's got 2 linkages for the elevator. I love the ventral fins are their own little plastic cradle, and then there's the skid plates here on the servo horns, and then you've got an entry air right there that's plastic, and then your nose, the tip is also plastic.
Yep.
And look at it, it's a Viper.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It looks good.
Yeah, it does. For a little girl, it looks really
It
good,
looks
man.
good, man. 3S. I know we're gonna wish we had another one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know where to get one.
Uh-huh.
Here, set that down. I wish I could tear into the other thing, but we can't.
That thing's cool, man.
It looks great.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
So, guys, this is why I was surly before, because I knew this is what was supposed to be next. And then overseas, espionage, we've got the MiG-29 being splashed around. Now that thing's coming in a few weeks, but this is in the warehouse now. Yes. So that looks good.
Yeah, I'm curious to test out different batteries and all types of stuff.
I am too. Joseph Youngblood just got one. Man, that's cool. I'm telling you, good entry-level jet, dude. 3S 2200s.
Yep. And you want to go from this, you got the Marlin.
I don't have the 70 millimeter with me, but somebody look it up. Tim Wilson, good to see you. The bottom fins are plastic. Hey, what was that, an XT60?
I believe so, yeah.
I think so. The magnet's real strong. Mm-hmm. It's a tongue and groove at the front, you know, and then big magnet right there. Dave's RC, you're the man. XT60, guys. And then, man, hang on to that a minute. I'm going to grab a 2200 3S just so you guys can see what that looks like in there. You roll with the party for... Why am I wearing these headphones? I don't even need them. So,
cover up the hairdo.
Yeah, that's right. That's an 18... put it backwards. That's an 1800. And I think that Bob in Minnesota flew it with 1600s. But I'm going to go grab a 2200 really quick.
That's really... I mean, there's plenty of room in there.
Flaps, you out of here? Mama's making stovetop. Time to get some.
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
Grab the Marlin. The Marlin's not here because I gave it to Captain Mike. I'm so generous. Just ask Bobby.
Barry.
He'll roll his eyes.
Yeah, it's an 1800. I mean, there's plenty of room in there. Might even, I mean, I don't know how it flies yet, but you might be able to get a 2600 if you're feeling froggy. But yeah, or if you have some long packs too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like the setup too. It's simple, easy, plenty of room to mount your receiver in there too and kind of hide the spaghetti back up in here. Yeah, it's a pretty nice little plane. I'm pretty impressed with it. I saw, 50 millimeter. I was like, whoa, 50 mil, huh? I thought maybe it would be a 64, and I'm pretty impressed.
And here's the deal. If guys want wheels or flaps, look at the Marlin.
Yeah, yep.
Because it's a tremendous value, but it's a 4S bird. So there's a 3S.
John Graham, I did fly that F-14. You have to ask Ryan about it.
I've got video. It's coming soon. But I wanted to talk to Dustin first because he's making those plates for the F-14. So
Yeah.
the guy said no thanks to Made in China. How do you live? I mean, how would you get along if you didn't buy anything from China? Isn't it?
Especially in this hobby.
This world. I mean, my goodness.
So that's a 2200. What else we got over there?
4S22.
4S 2200.
But we're not recommending it. Man, so much is made. Your American cars parts are made in China and then assembled here.
Tons of them. I work for BMW, and a ton of BMW parts are even made in China.
Come on. Who you kidding? Turn that puppy into a drill bit.
Raymond Malona. The iX12 is, yeah, I love my iX12. I had some issues I know you guys heard a little bit about, if you guys saw us talking about it. But Horizon's real good, take care of me and everything like that. So, yeah, hopefully I'll have it back here soon.
This is the kind of plane that I actually might use an Admiral receiver in. But I have a bunch of Futaba receivers. And I don't need any stabilization in this jet. So whatever I have handy. You know.
Yeah. Might even be able to maiden with a 2200.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Is there room back
to
put
tons.
it? Yeah.
Tons. Even if you got to hang it just off the strap, there's plenty of room. That's like I was saying when you were upstairs. I mean, I like the room that's...
It's sturdy
well, yeah,
in here. Feel how thick that is.
Oh, I know. And for a little guy, you know, there's tons of room inside here to put your receiver and everything else. I mean, you're not going to have a wiring mess.
And the CG question, I'm sure it's right there.
Mm-hmm. Wheels up.
Yeah. Yeah, John Graham. So much stuff is out of stock, guys. Everywhere, no matter what, air or surface. That's why I've been saying if there's something you want and it's there, get it. Because it'll disappear while you're thinking about it.
Oh, man, look at that.
John Graham, check Hobby Zone. Because they might actually have some DX9s. You never know.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You never know.
No sales tax, too, guys.
Rolling loops are the ticket. Mike SSI for the win. Hey, do me a favor. Put the 2200 in there and then put the lid on it and see if it fits. Yeah, XT60. But guys, we are not saying this is a 4S jet. You're on your own. Wait a minute. Does the AR9030T, it's not an S-bus receiver.
Yeah, it's Spectrum.
So it's not going to work. You gotta get a bunch of male-to-male extensions.
I think that's what I have in my F-14 is the 9030. Oh, yeah, dude, tons of room.
Tons of room. Fits fine.
I mean, there's probably quarter-inch, half-inch of space, too, in height. So...
Okay, John Graham.
I'm not going to say it because everybody's talking about it already.
Jordan Dole, you got a DX9 through Hobby Zone? Cool.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Creighton 8S. I mean, every Arma except the 4S Creighton is out of stock right now.
That's crazy.
As soon as they're back in stock, I will let I've got a bunch of them, and I've got. I bought a GoPro. I was talking about getting a 360, remember? And I was like, the more I researched it, the more I realized I cannot add any more time sucking to my workflow. So I got the 7 because it's just as good as the 8 and maybe better depending on who you ask. And it's got this hyper stabilization and a whole lot of stuff. So that's what I'm going to use on the surface stuff. And then when I have Bobby, we'll use the good camera still. But yeah, once that Arma stuff's back in stock, you're going to see some videos flying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still waiting on that Jeep. They've sent it to me 4 times.
Jeez, that's crazy.
And it hadn't moved an inch. It keeps getting kicked back. You guys do it. Yeah, man, I can't wait till you guys rip this thing. 4S, but I gotta say don't. But like if you do the proper stuff and with the motor and the ESC, I mean, you know, when you modify a plane, the warranty stuff's out the window.
Yep.
But it's cool. Spencer Keith bought some jets yesterday, I think.
Waiting on his IX-12. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Smart Checker 2.
Yeah, I bought some jets yesterday too. I'm in the doghouse, but it was worth it.
Get them honeydews did.
Oh, I already
Done
did. That's why I just went for it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fix this mouse deal. Yeah, actually, I'm so worried about the warranty on that X-Max that I got a different ESC.
Oh, yeah?
Because I don't want to cut up theirs.
Oh, I got you.
And to change connectors.
Yep.
Let's see, guys. Dyna Mustang V2, says Lee Davidson. Cool.
Yes.
Hope it treats you well. Thanks, Josh Weaver. I was going to tell you, actually, after I bought it. I think you and GB both were talking to me about that 7 being just fine. And that's really what I went from, that advice. John Graham wants to know what you bought, Bobby. Besides the T-33, what else from HSD? What else did you get?
So, there's one I've been wanting for a while. And I hold off and hold off and hold off and hold off. And it just so happened I had to buy something else on the site last night. And somehow a F-35 slipped in my cart.
Slipped into his cart.
I hit, pay for it and everything. And then all of a sudden I get a notification there's F-35 in there. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
It didn't mean to push him down the stairs. It loves him. Love RC. How can someone ask you guys questions? Well, there's one. Good job. James Gopel, you did it. I recently bought a Flex Cap 232. It's awesome. Dakota Sexton. What's up with that Flex F100, man?
Yeah, man, I'm wondering about that too. I've had my eye on that for a while, but I'm hoping next month I'll see one and can make my mind up from there.
Fat Guy Flies RC says he just pulled the trigger on the E-Flight tractor through PilotRyanMedia.com. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's a good flyer too.
He did say that, but that's like my
we know you
wishful.
did.
Yeah. But Dennis says he hates it when it slips in. ESC on the Bigfoot, it seems like all the Aero stuff is XT60. So yeah, the Bigfoot is XT60. I think everything we've done from Aeros has been XT60s.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It was, Dave. It was. I had a gun to my head, Dave. It was terrifying.
Man, I had mine for 4 flights and I sold it to fit that F-14 in the car that you have now.
I gotta let Ryan fly the F-14 one of these days too.
Dude, Adam had you set up really good,
perfect.
dialed in.
It was really nice. It was great.
Raymond Molina, man, we flew the Husky in some really nasty stuff. I flew 5,500 4S packs and 5,000 4S packs in the Husky, and I have a handful of 5,000 4S hard case batteries coming that I'm gonna fly in it whenever I need to. Also, those are good battery for like the 1,800 millimeter Ranger and the Husky and those big planes that take 4S.
Yep. That's right, Jermaine. Heck yeah, man.
Yep.
We work hard over here, man. I got to spoil myself sometimes. A little bit.
Farmer Man says, I'm still wanting an RC truck. Can't decide between the Mojave Arma or another crawler like the Gen 8. If you can even get a hold of a Mojave right now. But they're awesome. They're a great short course truck. The one thing different though, it's got independent suspension all the way around instead of like the solid axle on the back, like a true scale, like kind of short course kind of truck would have. The Gen 8 crawler is amazing though. The Scout is dope. Wait till you guys see the video. I think you'll like it. And then I like it so much I got the orange one too, and I'm gonna put softer tires on it and do another run with it. So
I've been really wanting a short course truck just because Man, I've been seeing these guys that do short course and then take them, throw different wheels on them, a little bit of suspension components, drifting them. It's like, man, you can have best of
Bashers.
both worlds. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Well, I made the Mitchell will like this. I turned the I have a Granite that was the brushed Granite. It was the first RC truck I bought, and I turned it to 4S, put different gearing in it, and actually leftover parts from one of the 4S Creightons. The chassis are interchangeable. The only difference on the plastic chassis is one's a short wheelbase, one's long. So the short wheelbase Granite's just like the short wheelbase Outcast 4S. Basically, you can Frankenstein these things and modify them into whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you have the parts, and so many of the parts are interchangeable, it's fun. I was telling my wife, I was like, when I was a kid, you guys remember Stompers? Some of you will. Took one AA battery, had lights, the wheels looked like gears, and they went one direction. They might have went reverse, but they weren't RC. You just turned them on. That was it. And they would climb and crawl, no suspension at all, but just a little stomper truck. And I would take them apart all the time and never be able to get them back together. So to be able to wrench on trucks now and then drive it again, to me is kind of like a bit of a dream come true. Edward and Gloria, what is going on? Dave Kowishki, you got to come get your Havoc sometime, man. See you later. Stompers, says Jermaine. Yeah, Stompers were cool, dude. Arma Tough. Fat Guy Flies RC. Yeah, I put some different tires on the blue Redcat, but that one's my buddy's now. I'm getting an orange. I got an orange one. The FAA letter. Yeah, Steve Gubala. So I don't have a lot to say on the FAA letter, other than I thought it was kind of hopeful that they were talking about drones. They didn't call it UAS.
Yep.
They seemed very focused on commercial use. They said drones. The recreational hobbyist was never mentioned. So I saw that as I refuse to see it any other way. I see it as a good sign, because I'm hopeful. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I thought it was a good sign. You know, what would have been they're going to move forward, and they have to move forward, and this thing is happening. What we're after is a distinction between commercial use and recreational hobbyist. There's a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
So if we can pound that into them, I think there's some hope that we might be left alone. A lot of us are going to fly anyway. I still say the same thing. Flight Test seems to do the greatest job at getting the most data to step towards the FAA with.
Yeah, they're good at fighting for us.
Man, they really represent well, because the AMA can and does also, but only their data seems to be very much, it's going to be member driven, member stats.
Yeah.
Flight Test is gathering data from all the rogue folks who don't belong to clubs and things like that. And I think what we want is to overwhelm them with the sheer volume of numbers.
Yeah.
So they know, can gauge off those numbers at how adverse the effects can be on a community and on general aviation ultimately as a whole. So many of these kids start off on modeling and end up, some of our ambassadors now were modelers and then Reno Racer winning pilots and astronauts. So we don't want it to go anywhere. So, but I was hopeful. I read it. I didn't click past the first page. I don't know if there was a second page. I didn't click any links to check out anymore, but I read the just email, and I was glad to see him harping on drones. you know, letting us know what companies are going to be making the RFID stuff. And is it a surprise to anybody that like Amazon is one of them? It can't be. They're the ones who are trying to etch out this airspace. They need to take the burden of the expense of compliance and run with it and leave us the hell alone. I don't know how they're going to drop off anything at your front door anyway.
I don't either. See, it sounds like a huge liability to me.
Huge liability. And then somebody says, well, they'll drop a line down. Okay, grab the line, pull the drone down.
Yeah, let one little kid get a hold of that too. I mean,
I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
Arrow's Bigfoot, XT60. All the Arrow's stuff has been XT60 so far.
I don't really mind it either. I have a little adapter that, boom, plug it in, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I got adapters. The Viper plane, Dallas, Alishire. The link is in the chat. I'll put it here. Actually, the best thing to do is go to pilotryanmedia.com. Link in the description of this video to pilotryanmedia.com, and then click on the Hobby Zone icon on my website. I pay to keep that website to make it easy in these circumstances. Otherwise, I'd be farming links all the time, and I don't want to. So, because it would kill the chat. I'd be trying to copy and paste and that. So go to pilotryanmedia.com, bookmark it. Most of your favorite brands are there. Horizon Hobby, RC Jetworks, HSD Jets USA, FMS, E-Flight. I mean, just the whole thing. Hobby Zone, Arrows. So yeah, go there for me and click. And even if you just make a message when you're checking out, you should see the old Captain Mike and Pilot Ryan logo when you're checking out at Hobby Zone. Yeah, Grossman, doesn't sound like a good idea. Colin, are you out? Colin, what are you gonna do? Don't leave. What are you gonna do about VQ, Colin? Are you gonna still be flying their stuff? Because VQ Warbirds has turned into Legend Hobbies or something like that, and he's not going to be selling the VQ planes anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I think you're going to see some Seagull and some other stuff.
Oh, when did that all go down?
I'll fill you in later.
Yeah.
But that's what's up. That's kind of what's happening.
I have ideas, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Thanks, Jermaine.
And VQs, they seem like they have some pretty cool stuff too.
Some
man.
nice planes. But there's another big player involved, and it's going to be tough for them to, if the little guy who has VQ is already having a hard time getting his orders filled, being second fiddle behind a bigger vendor is not going to work out well.
No.
So he's sayonara.
Gotcha. Huh.
Seagull now is where it's at for you, Colin. Fred Barron, good to see you, man. Hey, Ryan and Bobby, what's up, y'all? Fashionably late, as always. Fred Barron, yeah, man, always running fashionably late. You know, I always like to do the French leave, too. Just don't say goodbye, just split. Good to see you, Fred. David C.
I know what Ryan's going to say here. I haven't flown it yet, but I know what Ryan's going to say.
The FMS one?
Yep.
Totally. A good P-47, depending on your budget, 1,500 millimeter FMS. If you're a 6-cell guy, all day long. Otherwise, you've got to look at the E-Flight 1,200 millimeter P-47. And I think probably a little bit more budget is the Dynam one, but the little 11, what is that? That's a 980 millimeter P-47 back here. It's awesome, but it's a little bit more to tame on this one, I think. I know guys are getting along with it fine, but
if you want good bang for your buck, the Dynam one actually, I love the Dynam one.
If you can get over the 3-bladed propeller,
Yes,
and the hub for the engine coming out in the wrong spot, it's a good one too. But top two, no BS, FMS 1500 and E-Flight 1200.
Yeah.
They look very much alike.
The E-Flight flies great too. I flew.
They're
out of them,
identical
so-
except
yeah.
the size.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeff. I mean, that's the best thing that ever happened to Diamond, though. Probably. I mean, and FMS. I was around on the back end during that. It almost went the other way. You like scale? You find 6S stuff, David? I mean, you got to look at the FMS one, bro. Hey, I did videos on it everywhere. They're probably not. I don't think they sell anymore at Motion, so you're not going to find those. But we did on this channel. I painted it custom, but I did a Red Tails P47.
Yeah.
We filmed it in Muncie, and I think I might have flew it before I changed the paint on it. I can't remember, but great bird. And then also, yeah, everybody loves the E-Flight one on 4S.
Running dry there.
Pardon? Yeah, it's dry. Yeah, Charlie. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, the E-Flight one is the little brother to the FMS one, guys. I mean, it's... If you didn't know, a lot of the stuff's made at the same place. So, that's a good one. The only thing I don't like about that E-Flight one is the livery. Well, man, I'm anxious to see, Colin, your new stuff, man. The Seagull stuff. And me and Tomas, is it Tomas or Thomas? TNRC, a good biplane for slow poking around. Dude, the FMS Pitts is a good biplane for everything. If you want small, I mean, it's a good price too, $279 if you can get one. You know, but it's a 6S bird. But I tell you what, the 50-inch... See, when I was doing the Dynam stuff, you get what you get, right? I always kind of like the fixed gear Dynam stuff, a little bit less fiddling around. So, like the big Waco,
Yeah.
the big Pitts, those things actually fly really good.
That Waco's a heck of a
Biplanes, when they're small, are a handful. Guys ground loop them a lot, and it's really hard to... The one neat thing about biplanes is that wing loading spread out over two, you know? And so they really can float. But when you have a smaller biplane, they carry a lot more speed than seems to be easy to manage. I think the bigger you can do on a biplane, the better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, who knows? There might be a new Stearman someday coming out. When's that?
I don't know. Not sure.
We don't know. Everything is really slowed down. I mean, didn't they leak that already? Can't we say it?
Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah, so unfortunately, some of us don't have any control of what happens in China, so
Right.
it will happen. But yeah, I'm not sure when it comes out.
I always wanted to fly that one. Steve Coggins is talking about the E-Flight PT-17. I wonder how that one flies. I mean, 1100 is borderline, but it's still probably okay. I think that little Pitts at 38 inches is probably really sporty, but it seems like it's hard for guys on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't flown one. I mean, I remember having a hard time with the SE5 unless it was on grass. And I mean, I eventually got it figured out, but that was a 38-inch wingspan biplane, SE5, 3S power. Flew gray. It was neat. That was a neat bird. But it's just, I want a biplane a little bigger. I want that hang time. And when they're small, they just got to come in too quick. It's not as much fun. So I don't know how that 1100 millimeter Stearman flies, but I always wanted to try it. Fat guy flies RC. I don't know, man. You want bigger? The Rock Hobby Waco's all right, but again, you're small. You're looking small again. Fred Barron, thanks, man. Appreciate you so much for that. You guys, it's tremendous. Fred, you're not one of these days you'll make captain. I'm just teasing. I'd go for the E-Flight PT-17 if it could do 4S, says Charlie. I think biplanes do good on grass. Surprisingly, actually, sometimes, too. Mr. T, 1035, what's going on? Mikey likes it. Yeah, man, I think it does. And it's probably a 50-incher, too. 20cc, 60-inch Waco. David C., I have no idea when the Spectrum hats will be back in stock. I am sorry about that.
They're awesome hats, though.
Man, if I can ever get around to getting my own made, I would love it to be just like these exact ones. Yeah. Mike Keller, I would love a big PT-19. There are some warbirds and planes that I actually think about going gas with.
Yeah. Yep.
A big Zero, a big P-47, a big PT-19.
Yep. I had a big PT-19 long time ago.
Flaps and suspension, the gear are going to stay down.
Mine didn't have flaps. It was just a 4-channel bird. But
okay.
Man.
I still have the E-Flight one. You guys remember the E-Flight one? It was 45-inch wingspan, and you could do control line with it.
Oh, really?
It was electric, and you could set it up for control line or not. It was E-Flight, balsa, and covered and all that stuff.
I can't remember.
It's hanging up at the shop.
I can't remember who made it. It's been so long. I was a little guy when I had that one.
Guniak, thank you so much for that. And man, the COVID has been messing up everything. I'm waiting forever on my stuff from Teespring 2. So I hope they do show up soon for you. I ordered a handful of shirts a few weeks ago, and they do long sleeve stuff and different designs, so they're not printing them all at the same time. My I got a hoodie, one of the I Love RC ones, hoodie, and it just shipped, and my coffee mugs haven't shipped yet. So it takes time, guys. I'm sorry. Seagull makes a big PT-19 and a big Zero. Colin, for now, I want to go electric, and as soon as things settle down for Tomas, lay it on me. We talked the other day, and I like that guy a lot. So I know, actually, we were going to be doing some VQ stuff, and then things changed. So we'll let things settle down for him and get that new website up and running, and then start trying to share the love, Pilot Ryan and Bobby style, with him as well. Dave's RC. Hangar 9 PT-19. Here's now I'll work a model that somebody wants us to work up, but if I'm buying a PT-19 and it's wood, see, I love foam, but honestly, biplanes that you saw the ribs and the stringers anyway, cool.
Oh,
I'll take a wood one all day.
Yep.
PT-19, I'll take a wood one all day.
Yep.
But I want the wings sheeted like they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see the ribs and the wings. Now, that was the way the E-Flight one was. That's okay. But I want a big one. I remember flying in Grandpa's. And ours was a winter version. So they called it a 26. But really, it just had a little bit more horsepower and closed canopy. That's kind of the difference with the Harvards too, right? The Texan, S&J, whatever you want to call it. The Harvards are Canadian, they're like cold weather, So they've got that extra long exhaust stub
Yep.
because the cabin heat is a tube that runs through that and back in.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Pretty cool design.
So fun. I scaled out my E-Flight one to look exactly like Grandpa's. I used the old leftover rocket from Freewing F5, shaped it. I did a lot. Cardboard, business cards, glue, caulk. Like, I just shaped it until I got it right.
It looks good, too, man.
That thing... and now I love T6s, but they don't fly as good as I wish they did. They're kind of tough.
Landing.
They're kind of tough. But once you figure them out, it's cool.
Yep.
And T6 is probably a good grass bird, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Short landing gear. They're out in front like a Corsair.
Yep.
And it's the thing about the T6 is the ground loop. So if you're on grass, you've mitigated a lot of that.
Yeah. Oh, the E-Flight one I could stick perfect on the grass, and you get on that Geotex and she's
you got to have high rate on your tail to be able to control it, but also it will put you
oh yeah, you want all that extra authority
too much also sometimes.
Yep.
Gator RC sells VQ currently. Yeah, I'm not sure for how long. Hopefully it's supported well for those guys that want to keep on with it. But you know what? There's a lot of the same names, right? I mean, Seagull's been around. I think it's a family affair, really. I mean, honestly, like the story goes deep. VQ, Seagull, Phoenix. I think it's all similar.
Seagull's been around a long time.
Eddie K says the T6 gear is awful narrow. Yeah, I think, but it's short, which makes up for some of the trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I think what gets the T6, I have this theory. Like a Hurricane, a T6 has a wing and then the tube on top. And then they build fillets down to the wing. The mid-wing stuff is better on the ground.
Yep.
And the stuff that's still on the bottom but kind of cradled, like if you look at a Zero head on and a Focke-Wulf head on, this is the stupidest. Mitchell loves it when I do this. But the wings are up here. My head is the fuselage. So even though it's a bottom wing airplane, the fuse is kind of nestled down in it. So the bottom of the wing is what would be the bottom of the tube if it was one. Mm-hmm. But man, I mean the T6 and a Hurricane and some other stuff like that, it's like a baseball bat laid on a plank. And then they fill it down to it. And I think all that weight up high adds to that ground loop ability. Seems like the planes that mid-wing or act like they're mid-wing behave a little easier.
I want someone to come out with a big, ginormous B-25.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
I mean...
Exactly, Charlie. P-47 is 100% like what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
Totally mid-wing.
Yep.
Expo the tail wheel, full rate. Yeah, I mean, Expo will also put you behind if you do too much of it.
Yes.
By the time it does what you want it to, it's the other way. You need to go the other way now.
Yep. Get you in trouble.
Absolutely, Charlie. P-47 is one of those I'm talking about. P-47 I don't lump in that conversation because it's got the oval kind of front end yoke, you know. But with all that supercharger stuff, that's what's hanging below on the bottom of that one. But yeah, man, I mean, really, the Focke-Wulf and the Zero display that very well when you're having this discussion. When you look at a T6 and you look at a Focke-Wulf and a Zero and you see where their wings are, it's a big difference. Yeah. The T6 is super tall. And we know that high-wing planes are more stable. The higher you get with the wing, the more stable it is. Yeah. Arrows RC in the house. How are you? I think you sold some of these Vipers already tonight. Grossman, I would love a good Hurricane. I should get the Dynam one, because that's a really good one. I had the E-Flight one. I did the Dynam. Hurricanes fly really special, but they're kind of can be a handful too, because again, I mean it's got that hawker shape, but it's still right on top of the wing.
Yep.
But the Hurricanes are an underrated plane. Every one of them that I've flown has a tremendous amount of roll coupling with the rudder, but you can mix that out a little bit. So I would love a big Hurricane. And they can cheat it with a little more dihedral if they want.
Oh, yeah, easy.
A little bit more dihedral and wash out those tips a little. Let's keep it.
Yep.
Had a family Zoom party, said Arrows RC. That's cool. Jacob Pearson, we did not fly the HSD F-16 turbine version. Eric Quinn RC, Dan, has a question for you about if the Bigfoot floats are in, or if there are any. All right, Dustin, see you later, man. Air Marshal wants some floats if you have them.
Colin, what were the dates on that barn burner thing? Because I thought I was looking
That's in Maryland.
Holy smokes, yeah, that's a ways away. I think it's the same weekend as Jet Jam, too, unfortunately.
Oh. Oh, man. Grossman, yeah. Hey, yeah, that's cool, Francis. Whatever works for you, you know what I mean? We got questions about Husky floats also, Dan. Colin says June 12th through 14th. I got to make plans for events this year. I haven't done it because it's just been nuts. But yeah, guys, go back to check out Hobby Zone because there's a lot of stuff back in stock. Yeah, I don't want to slow down production over floats. Keep cranking the new ones. The guy on the right. Matthew Smiley thinks Bobby K looks like Joaquin Phoenix.
Who is that?
You don't know?
No.
Oh man, he's the guy who plays the Joker in the new one.
I don't know if I've seen it or not.
I haven't seen it, just the commercials.
Hey Siri. Joaquin Phoenix.
Tell the wife I said hello. Dave's RC. See you later. Thanks for coming over, man.
Nope, never mind. Nope, not Dave's RC. Tell him thanks for coming over.
Grossman, it's made where everybody else's stuff is made. Nice. Brian Chambers got his parts. Gladiator. What? John Graham says SBD or a Hellcat 50-inch would be awesome. Turkey hunting in the morning, says Dakota. So have a good one. See you later. The younger version of Joaquin Phoenix.
All right, I gotta see who this is now. Hey Siri. Who is Joaquin
What's up,
Phoenix?
Amy? How are you? Good to see you.
Joaquin Raphael Phoenix is an American actor and producer.
Come on.
Images. Yeah, you guys, some of you guys do surface. You can get Traxxas at Hobby Zone, guys. That's where I got my X-Max. And if it's not there, all you got to do is email them and ask them. But I think they're going to carry some of those.
No. I don't look like that, dude.
Yeah, I know.
No way.
Jermaine's Siri just went nuts. Man, 160 folks in here. Sorry. I mean, this is it. This is it.
Johnny Cash.
He was, Johnny Cash in that movie. Have I ever used Negative Expo? Not on purpose.
Negative Expo, huh?
Yeah, faster.
I haven't done
Negative
that.
Expo is kind of like a tarot card reader. Like it's like they read the future. It's like it's moving before you just think about it.
And it does it?
And it does it. Kind of like when you think about something and then an ad on Facebook pops up before you ever typed it or said it or anything.
Yep. I had that happen earlier, actually. It's wild.
Man, everything's running out. Everywhere. Yep, walk the line. He's done some really awkward interviews with Dave Letterman as well. Grossman said a buddy of his set up a radio with Negative Expo and he mained it. Yeah, whoa was right. I am still loving the Sinton Chuck G. You know what's funny? I try out things, right? So I like the Sinton so much that I really probably am gonna end up with a Mojave, or depending on how this X-Max thing goes for me, I may go for the so Traxxas has a Slash, which is a short course truck, but they also have the UDR, Unlimited Desert Racer, which is just another step up. It's like the Mojave, just bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. And one of my favorite surface guy, Kevin Talbot's, just loves his Traxxas UDR. So it's probably pretty spendy, but I'm going to share my love on surface with Hobby Zone and that sells Traxxas, and of course Horizon that sells everything else I'd want to try. So I'm really curious to see how. I've been nothing but really Arma so far, and then I did do an Axial crawler and the Redcat crawler just to practice up for this Rock Hobby Jeep that won't show up, but yeah, the Sinton's great. What I was trying to do is answer your question. Yeah, I like the Sinton so much that I want to get a bigger, better version of it. But I still have it.
The Sinton's sweet, man.
The Sinton is sweet. Bobby helped me do that video on it. And so parts are so hard to come by right now because everything's out of stock. A lot of the Arma stuff shares the same stuff. So my Typhon, my Sinton, and my Creighton 4S, 3S, and 3S trucks use the same chassis. It's the long wheelbase plastic chassis. They're only $20, but there aren't any. My Typhon's broke. I got another Creighton because I couldn't wait anymore, and because I've completely killed 2 of them. Yeah, and the Sinton is not broke yet, so I've been kind of leery about driving it because I about said flying it, because that's why I break them. You don't break them because you're driving them. You break them because you're flying them. You know what I mean?
Yep. I've been looking at that real big Redcat too.
1/5 scale, something or other.
Yeah, 1/5 I think, or I can't remember the name.
What is it? So Chuck GRC, it's the Gen 8 International Scout. I like it so much I got the orange one too. The blue one is going to a friend of mine, and I got the orange one on the way. But Chuck G, I'll bring it down here if you want to see it. But I actually made my Sinton where I can run 4S on it because I had leftover. Dude, the motor pods. I mean, you guys think about flight tests the way they swappable, you know? Mm-hmm. The Arma stuff, you just can swap out the motors and stuff easy.
Yep.
Ray, you out of here? Dallas bought the Viper. That's cool. All you guys who bought a Viper tonight, blow up the emojis in the chat. Let Dan at Arrows see how many of you guys bought one. I want to tell you guys how to find more trucks at Horizon than you think they have. If you go to Cars and Trucks at the Horizon website, if you click featured brands, you're only going to get featured brands. But if you just click look at all trucks or rock crawlers or bashers, there's a lot more stuff that's going to be available for you to look at. Redcat's got a handful of things on there that are really cool. And then there's some, I think, some other brands that are kind of spendy, but for me, I'm really, for the bashers, I'm loving Arma. Traxxas is my next thing to check out. I'm not opposed to trying Redcat later, but for me, going with a crawler was kind of a safe bet. Like, I don't know if I'll ever break my crawlers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'll scratch them up, but I'm just not as hard on them as the bashers, right? There's Lozy, you know, all that stuff. But if you just click on look at all vehicles, or
that's what I'm about to do because I can't find that darn.
yeah,
thing
if you
now.
go to feature brands, you're not going to find it.
Let's see, shop all.
That's
cars
what's
and trucks.
crazy. Yeah, shop all cars and trucks. Eric Rollerson, is the HSD T-33 worth it? Yeah.
Oh,
Francis Connie's
Man.
getting a Bigfoot before it's sold out. Do it, man. Click through your boy, pilotryanmedia.com.
yeah, the T-33 is definitely worth it.
David, see you next time. Thanks for coming by. Thank you for being a member to the channel. Tell your wife I said hello, and Bobby too. John, awesome. I saw a kit, and I don't know if it was on the Horizon page or not. The Axial Wraith is one that's on my radar I want to try too, JCB. I saw a Carmen Ghia Tamiya kit. Looks like a Porsche.
Oh yeah, okay.
Beautiful. But I don't have time for a kit right now.
There it is.
But that's what I want to drift, is get like a Tamiya kit, like some cool vintage retro, like Carmen Ghia or some old school Sportster, and like drift that. You know what I mean?
There it is. I'm looking all over for that darn thing. Oh, of course, it's back ordered.
Yeah, man, I don't want to do two-wheel drive.
The shredder.
The 1/6.
It's huge.
Yeah. It's huge, and it's a
It's 4S. I did a little bit of research
crazy
on it.
price.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it out of stock? Back
Yeah,
order.
unfortunately.
So much stuff is.
Yeah.
Dana's
Thank
RC,
you.
what is up? Yeah, man. Guys, the whole thing has been messed up. We should have had samples on this Viper a long time ago, and we could have got them out, the videos, but we've been flying. It's just we haven't had them. But we got it now, so we're going to get it out as soon as we can.
What was that?
The Viper videos.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was telling Dan today, I was like, you know, when we go fly, we group the projects. So
Yeah.
we've got some other new things that we have to get out as well. Spencer Keith, the MiG-29 pre-order, Dan can tell you, but we got to see him first. He's got to see him first, so he can build out his web pages. So that's what's holding that back. Rabbit 0317 can build a car kit in 3 hours. What do you charge me? I'm telling you, the kit prices are so cheap.
Oh, I know.
Like, what do
Yeah.
you charge me to build that Tamiya? I think it's 1/10. Carmen Ghia.
Yeah.
Dude, for real.
Well, a lot of, like, I've been looking at drift cars as
Gotta
well.
paint it and all.
And a lot of the drift cars come in kits.
Okay.
Like, a lot of them. Like, all the cool ones, anyways.
Yeah, they're in Asia, so they're getting samples. They've got an OV10 too.
Yeah. They must be, like, right next door to the factories.
I guess. They're like dumpster diving at the model factory. Let me grab that Redcat for Chuck G, dude. I'll be right back. You good, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't talk trash. Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix, yeah. Sorry, chat's moving fast. All right. Hoping to get some more good weather here soon, so me and this goofball can get out and get a bunch of stuff done for you guys. Looking forward to it. Today was gorgeous. It was a little chilly, but man, we had hurricane winds up here. It was bad. I wanted to get out all day, and of course, right when the wind started to calm down, there went the sun. So this week, though, I guess starting about Wednesday, Thursday, we'll get some better weather. I wish I could, Josh Weaver, but if I did that, then there wouldn't be any more secrets.
Yeah, that's right.
One secret giveaway would ruin it all.
Chuck G, there's the Redcat. There's the Axial. The Redcat's a lot of truck for the price. And it's really good. It's got portals on the axles for more clearance, you know, for obstacles. Just like the Axial stuff and the Traxxas stuff.
My boss is super into crawling, actually, at my other job, and he loves Redcat and Axle. And I guess Axle came out with a new one.
Yeah, Axial has a SCX 10.3.
Yeah, okay, that's what he was talking
So
about.
this
yeah.
is the 2, and then the 3, I think it's just a different body and some other upgrades.
Yeah.
But
Man, this dude
good
is
stuff.
Like super sharp with all the crawlers and stuff. His
It's
kids
super
into,
relaxing.
Yeah. His kid's into like designing, like engineering and all that kind of stuff too. He makes some really cool stuff.
Oh, nice.
On the 3D printer, like kayaks and gas cans, and it's pretty cool.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Dude, does he want to go into business?
Yeah, dude. He made,
Talk to me.
He made a 3D printed radial. It was mind blowing.
Oh,
it's cool,
nice.
man. Real
This
sharp.
one's for you, Bobby.
Where's it at? Sorry.
Chuck G, yeah, man, I'll talk to trucks with you, Chuck G, anytime. Did you get the Flex Innovations RV8 in the air? Dude, Bobby flew the wheels off of it on his Maiden. You want to tell him about it?
Oh man. So yeah, you know, I got that thing, and there was some little things
Dave
here
Marshall.
and there that I wasn't too happy about at first, but got past it all or whatever. Maiden flight, should have Loctited the bolts on the wheels, because you would have thought they may have tapped the screw into the actual mounting bracket, I guess you'd say, on it, but it's not. It just kind of goes through. You screw it on, you know. And yeah, I lost both wheels first flight, and
landed amazing. I have it on film. So it'll be coming out soon. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We got priorities though. So like, you know, Bobby bought the RV8. It's not a deal. And it's been out. So they didn't send it to us. They're not waiting on us to get it done.
just one I wanted for a long time.
Yeah, totally. And so we got it from RC Jet Works, and finally got around to getting it up in the air. And I want to fly it too, but
It flies.
I didn't fly it
amazing,
because we had
honestly.
other stuff going on, and so those things don't take the same kind of priority as the companies that are sending us stuff to turn them around.
Yeah. Yeah, I fixed it out of the field
And flew it some more.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Did I film you ever with wheels on it?
I don't know if you did or not.
I think
don't
I
know.
just filmed like the Maiden. I can't remember now.
Yep, and I have the night version too, so I'm sure you guys will get a glimpse of that. 'Cause,
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Because who knows, we might end up having to get out there at nighttime anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Everything, you know, these days has lights and stuff on it, so.
Yep.
I think it's hilarious that you flew the wheels off of it, and of course I played into that in the video. It'll be a fun one. You hear it here first, guys. Yeah, man. I can't hardly believe that Cody's leaving.
I know.
But I'm
sad.
glad for him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That actually, I never watch the replays on these live streams unless it's like maybe an interview show or something. And I totally wanted to see how I did last night, and so I put it on and listened to it while I was putting the mower deck on the John Deere this morning. So, funny story. I take the mower deck off, put the weights on, put the chains on the tires, put the blade on the tractor, push snow once. And then, you know, put the deck back, took all that stuff off, put the deck back on today.
Yeah, we had a really odd winter this year.
Yeah, I'll take it. John Graham wants to know how many aircraft you own, Bobby. I have no idea how many I have. Not as many as you guys think, but still a lot.
So, last time I counted, I had 48 flyable. So, yeah, I don't know. In the box and not put together and
In the box?
and then small ones, I don't know, man.
I know, dude.
I'm not sure. Probably if I had to guess, probably around 60, 70. Probably.
Holy smokes, that's a bunch, dude.
So
How many of them are mine or were?
60 or 70.
No,
no, I'm
maybe
just
like
kidding.
3.
No, yeah, just a few.
I'm looking at 14 right now. There's another 3 or 4 in the room over there.
Plus the shop.
There's the few in the garage, and then there's a bunch at the shop.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think I have over 40.
I bet you do.
You think so?
Yeah.
So, Bobby, what do you think? IX-12 or IX-20? Says
Man.
Raymond Molina.
I mean, both good choices. It depends on what you're trying to do with them, really. I mean, if you need 20 channels
Jesse,
and
absolutely.
have a little bit of the extra money laying around to get it, I mean, definitely go with the IX-20. I mean, the IX-12 is great though, and I got the IX-12 just because I never saw myself using more than 12 channels.
Dennis Farley, in the box. What the hell, Bobby?
Well,
George Watt says he's never counted how many he has. That way he has plausible deniability when he gets asked. John Graham, do you and Ryan have storage units to house them all? I tell you what, it's probably once a month I like tell Bobby, man, I'm thinking about renting a space. I'm thinking about renting a space.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I like being home. The only way I'll rent a space, I think, is if we can fly out the back door.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to rent a space and still not be able to just fly out the back door.
It gets talked about a lot too, guys. And it's just like
For real, dudes.
I think it's just a matter of time and the right place, really.
I'm telling you, it's true, because the channel can almost sustain a place to rent if we can find a place that we can fly at.
Mm-hmm.
New in the box planes, for me, just one. And that's not going to be for long. It just showed up. Not for long. I had 2 until Bobby got here. This was one of the other ones. It's all glued up and ready to go, man.
Yeah.
Look how soft these tires are.
Yeah,
These are. I upgraded them to
super
these.
grabby, I bet.
These are not the stock tires,
Oh no.
dude. The stock tires are super hard. They're over there, but
They have headlights?
dude, no. But you can easily add them because they already drilled out the buckets for them.
That's cool.
Dude, these mirrors like work and stuff.
That's pretty wild.
International. This is why I'm all over this truck.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that cush.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty sharp.
I should review a flight test plane.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm not gonna. I'm just not. Nothing against them. I'm just not gonna. If I did a review of one, it wouldn't be any good because I refuse to take the time to build one. So what would I know? What kind of value could I offer? It'd be cool to kind of fly one, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. Fred Barron says he rented a space, and you look sad about it. That's too bad. Whew.
Oh, are they out of stock?
What's out of stock?
B-26 and some gyros?
Where at
BitGo.
BitGo?
Yeah.
Guys, click through me for BitGo as well.
I try to keep up with stuff, guys. I answer a lot of questions and stuff that you guys ask me, and yeah, sometimes that slips by. I didn't even know we were low on inventory on them. I thought we had plenty of stuff.
Did you guys run it up? I missed it. No, we're not. It's not fired up.
Oh, yeah.
Mini storage and a runway. You just gave me an idea.
And when you have more planes, guys, if you guys are married or have girlfriends, the more you have, I've noticed, it's easier to sneak new ones in because they can't tell the difference when you just... It works. Unless it's big, like that T-33, that ginormous T... I don't know how that's...
There's also the, just do it.
Exactly.
And do it. And do it.
Nike.
And do it. And do it. And do it. And do it. And just eventually get tired of griping about it, I think.
Yeah, it
you
works.
know what I mean?
It does work.
My wife used to always pat me on the head and call it a hobby to me. I was like, you got it twisted, sister. This is like a crazy like passion
It's a lifestyle.
deal, and you watch, I'm gonna turn it into something.
Yep.
So I kind of did. Yeah, dude, Flight Test is awesome. I love those guys, and I love what they do. Personally, though, if I was going to fly a Flight Test plane for review, it would be one of their EPO micro things that they've made.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That Widgeon looks awesome. That twin engine. Is that a Grumman made the Widgeon? Yeah. It's like a Goose, but like more modern. I think it's like turboprops. So instead of radials, it's got like a more streamlined like nacelle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those things are fantastic. I love what they do for the hobby. I love what they do for the kids and education.
Yep.
I just personally really like scale. Even though that that could exist in real life, if it doesn't, it could. Even though it's probably just like a model for model's sake, it's still it's just more real looking.
Yeah,
I love the foam.
Yep. Bill Shepard, yes it does. Yes it does. That, and as long as you keep the keys to your safe, they never know what's in there.
Sean Forster, how do you transport your planes without dinging them up? Have a pickup with a bed cover. Actually, that's one of the worst ways, I think, to transport them. That's what Bobby has in a trailer. A pickup with a bed cover.
Oh, yeah.
I've had vans, and right now I have a Ford Freestyle. I can fold all the seats down. All of them but the driver's seat. And I can fit a lot of stuff in there. And I have gone to events with 11 and 12 planes in that car.
You'll never believe it. Me and Adam made it down to Jet Jam last year with just my truck. I didn't have my trailer yet. With 17 jets in the back of that thing.
That's awesome.
It was...
Now, when we're going to our
Tetris.
local field, you're bringing 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It depends, and it depends what's up with the wings and stuff, too.
Yeah.
If they're easy to get off. Guys, Dan wants feedback. You guys that already bought Vipers, it looks like a lot of them have sold already. That's cool. I know I did my thing on Facebook and YouTube community post today. And now, thank you guys so much for responding well to that. And seriously, subscribe and tap the notification bell and select all notifications so you don't miss anything. Night Radiant is a good first 3 channel, says Wild Bill. Is that a question or a declaration? George Watts has a GMC? GMS? Gotta be GMC. Savannah utility van.
Oh, yeah. That's got plenty of room, I bet.
Bill Shepard bought 2, man. Awesome. 2 Vipers.
That's probably the way to go with them, man, 'cause you're going to want to fly with a buddy.
Dude, I think we need another one, too. I think it will be... You know, the guys want me to fly formation all the time with them, and I do sometimes, but usually... man, I don't want to hurt my birds. I'm scared to death. So, the pucker is a little less on something like that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I think what's cool, too, about a hand-launched jet, you know, pocket rocket, is it's gonna fly well because it's a Viper. Sometimes, I mean, the F-105 looks cool, but that's a son of a gun.
Oh, yeah.
It's a son of a gun.
Yep.
Yeah, Sean Forster, dude. Hey, grab this. These just hit the shelves at the warehouse at hobbyzone.com. This is a 50 millimeter 3S powered Viper hand launch. Super slick. We're going to get them up in the air soon. They just arrived on the website at hobbyzone.com. Go to pilotridermedia.com, click Hobby Zone, and these are like $119, and they're in stock right now.
Yeah. It's a sweet little deal too, man. 11 blade fan. I'm blown away by that too, in a little 50 millimeter. I bet you it sounds really nice.
Yeah, it's like 11 blader. It's gonna sound good. Oh, Bill Shepard, you gotta let us know when you do it. Him and his buddy Jeff are gonna do some dog fighting. That Bill's the guy who bought 2 Vipers.
All right.
Eric Quinn puts bubble wrap around all the planes he has in his car. Yeah, so I keep all the foam chunks, like not EPO foam, but like, here you go. Like, they'll use packing foam and floats and, like, kind of weird foam in some of the big planes sometimes. And so I keep those chunks, and I also use a lot of blankets and towels in the car.
I use tons of blankets and little microfibers. If you have, like, a wood surface, those microfibers stick to it like crazy. Like, they won't move. It's wild. It's a good...
Optional gear, Grossman, no. Yeah, you know, wheel chocks. I use grout floats. They stick like Velcro on the carpet of the car, the back of the seats, but they're not Velcro. And I've also used some of these foam hand sanders that are Velcro. You buy the sheets and they're Velcro and you put them on for hand sanders. So that's a great wheel chock. And even those little sandpaper sponges that are sandpaper all around, rectangle.
Yep.
Those are great wheel chocks, and they stick to about everything. But if you want some legit wheel chocks, RC Air Marshal's printing some. He designed some wheel chocks.
Saw that the other week. Yeah.
He's going to trick them out where you can, like, I think maybe screw them down or use a scrunchie and help hold the wheel into the cup.
Yep.
Rubber back them non-skid or Velcro them. I think they're $1,000 a pair, right, Dave? I think you get in on it now, and you'll get 2 pair for $1,000.
Oh, free shipping too, probably.
Yep.
I imagine.
No, the shipping's on you.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. But he's making them, but they don't cost that much. Film at 11, says Wild Bill. For dog fighting. Yeah, George. Yeah, Charlie. 2K. Matthew Smiley. He just glued the firewall back on his Valiant. The stock glue Horizon uses, he says, is not good. Was it supposed to hold up to a pile driver? I'm just curious. Because if you're gluing the firewall back in, maybe there was a hard crash. For guys who want a little EDF like this, though, with landing gear, you've got to look at the Marlin. It's got flaps also. The landing gear are included. They're fixed. You could take them out if you'd like, but you have a Avanti style
That's one of my
sport
favorite
jet,
little
and
jets,
that's a
man.
4S one instead of 3S.
That thing's sweet too. That's a good introductory jet also.
That's a great 4S jet. Some guys love the Valiant. You know, it's high wing, kind of sporty and stuff. You know, there's so many... There was a time where every plane that came out I had to have. But there gets to be enough of them where some of them just pass me by. Robert Sneelius, how can I send some photos to you of the most incredible RC trailer you have ever seen? Go to RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, and join the group, and we'll let you on if you answer the questions. So many people don't answer the questions, and then you can let everybody see them. I get bombarded with a lot of messages and questions from all over the place. Honestly, you like what we do, the best place to ask questions is the comments of the YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
YouTube wants engagement. Channels do better when there's engagement. the notifications work good for me, and also the question and the answer are there publicly for everybody to see. It might help someone else. That's actually another reason why I started this podcast video stream deal, was because I love talking about airplanes, obviously. So do you guys. And I talked to one guy on the phone for half an hour about one thing, or how to land this plane, or how to do this, how to do that. And I'm like, this is good stuff. Here I am, a guy trying to come up with content ideas and make videos. And it's like, people might get something out of this. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to come by a half hour. If I'm spending a half hour with a guy talking about how to do something, and it's helpful to him, and a lot of times it is, boy, it'd be great to have that out there for folks. Mary Boozer, what's going on, man? You got your wig bumped. I heard you got a haircut. Quarantine will give you wings over here. I haven't gone to see my guy. Adam C. in the house. We were talking about you earlier, man. I got to get that video out still, but Adam C. had the settings dialed in for the F-14. Passed those on to Bobby. They set it up, and that son of a gun was dynamite.
It was perfect.
On the maiden. Just dynamite all day. Yeah, Wild Bill, that's what I'm going to do too, probably. I will also probably try some 1800 and 1600 millimeter 3S packs because I have them. But yeah. Josh Weaver, that's a good question. I wonder, with how hard it is to get a hold of stock, if that is something that'll happen. But Arrows RC Dan, you ever going to do a multi-plane purchase discount again? Asks Josh. Yeah, those settings were dynamite.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of wanted to get that F-14 to Adam to have him set it up for me, because I wasn't going to do it, and we never worked it out. And so eventually I moved, and it was like I did not want it in the way. I think I got it to you before, or it was at the shop.
Yeah.
So I actually did move first, but it was at the shop, and then you came and got it. Bill Shepard says the Arrows reward program is awesome. Bob Smith Industries epoxy, that's good. I don't use epoxy too often, but it has its place. Firewall is probably a good one. I used some epoxy when I fixed that Flightline Corsair, because I blew the front end up, pretty bad. That's quite a video. Charlie's setting up his radio for the Viper right now. George Watt says a great subject for a beginner to watch would be how to program a plane on a transmitter, start to finish, do a bind and fly and a non-bind fly. It's number one thing newbies ask him to help with. Wild Bill's pumped for the Viper. It's your first jet, right?
Awesome.
I think it's his first jet. Like, dude is pumped.
Should be a nice one.
Man, especially you've been sitting on the fence watching guys do jets. Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, Adam, this little Viper's 119, dude. 3S hand launcher, yes. Adam. You'll see it when we fly it if you come out. Air Marshal. This AL-37 for Freeman has built-in realism. I've had production delays during assembly. Crashes now. Replacement is on the bench. Jeff Suriano, loving the big dog. AL-37.
I think it's fun.
I never flew it yet, but
oh yeah, that's right.
Nope. I'm half in on it. I never flew this son of a gun.
Heck, I think I had it down at Winnemac too. A couple weeks
You did
ago.
the first time we went.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, hopefully we can get out tomorrow and fly. Is tomorrow Mother's Day though?
Yeah. I mean,
I kind of did Mother's Day today.
Yeah.
But it kind of depends on what my wife is feeling like.
I'm curious. I thought it was supposed to be crappy tomorrow. Let's see what the weather's going to be. Yeah, 25. 25 southwest, 90% chance of rain.
25 southwest, 90% chance of rain.
But hey, when I go back to work, it gets good.
Yeah, that's how it always is. Has anyone else had FoamTech Melt R5 foam? Is R5 foam the flight test stuff? I don't know what R5 is.
I'm not too sure either.
I was working on my Viper and it melted it. Man, FoamTech's supposed to be.
I've never had
better
it melt
than that.
anything. I've had CA melt stuff, but I've never had FoamTech do it.
I've seen the FoamTech style glues melt stuff before. And sometimes you'll know that the company's using glue that is a hot reaction because you'll have gatoring above where the retract pockets are or something.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Avios MiG 17.
Brands that you'd be surprised that's what they're doing. I've seen that.
I remember that with your flap servos. We were flipping them out, remember? Started to bubble it on the opposite side.
On
of
the MiG?
Yeah.
I've seen it happen on every brand.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh, RC Air Marshal, just what? It's insulation foam. Ah, I see. So maybe, yeah, because insulation foam is like polyurethane based. Maybe that's why. Man, I don't know what you would use on that stuff because you would think that FoamTech doesn't have any kind of like hard solvents in it that would do that kind of thing. Rob from Holland, thanks for coming by. Yeah, Air Marshal, you're right. Yeah, a guy was asking about an underhand throw. I'm not the one to ask because I refuse to do them. Wild Bill, you're fine with FoamTech, dude. If the guys who asked that question is using like construction board.
I just used FoamTech on this thing.
Yeah.
And it worked great. Yeah, you use a little FoamTech, move it around a little bit, get it sticky, and then boom, set it.
There's a. I even made a video on how to use that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, epoxy might be the way for you on that kind of foam, Rabbit.
I use epoxy on like everything just because I trust it, but I come from a balsa background. I used a lot of it.
I'm a white glue tube guy. A white tube glue guy. Yeah, that stuff is good most of the time. I think this Viper is going to be a baby doll. We don't know yet, but I think it's going to be great. I don't think it'll be too hard. You know what I do with my hand launchers? I always trim in some up to buy me a little time.
Yeah.
I heave them with my right hand and get on the sticks.
Yeah.
Get on the sticks, man. Honestly, dude, I'd never discharge lipos unless I'm going out of town. Usually, I'll fly them and just leave them like that. Mm-hmm. But I probably kind of always have some ready to go, which people are going to cringe. But I've done that forever. So you can, if you want to discharge lipos, you just get a good charger that'll let you do it.
Yep.
I know there's some guys that did some videos the other day about a discharger that you could. I think that's all it's made for, and you can hook them up and discharge them. I have one of those truck toolboxes. Did you see it? Those,
yeah. Never mind.
I got one of those big truck toolboxes, like scratch and dent for like half off or something from Tractor Supply. I screwed to the wall in the garage, and that's where I keep my batteries. So, yeah. You come here to see guys have fun flying these planes. You don't come here for necessarily like the poster children for safety and like smarts. Like I did my first range check ever last weekend. So just saying. Yeah, dude, when you fly them, they usually end up at storage charge anyway. And I mean, the smart batteries, you can set them to, some of my smart batteries I have set to 48 hours discharge themselves, which is brilliant. But also a little bit annoying because I want to grab it. I know it's ready to go and it's not because it went back to storage charge. But I've got a bunch of smart chargers that you can crank the amps up on and I can turn them over real quick. And honestly, unless I'm flying, I don't need a lot of batteries because I'm close to home. And in the trucks, batteries last forever.
Yep.
Hey, Adam, I got a question for you. X-Max adapter, Traxxas plug to EC5. Go. Well, I need two. Where can I get one?
He'll make you a better one than what you can buy.
Jeff Suriano, I mean, I've heard that. You know what I mean? And I know it's true. I've also been behaving really badly for years and don't necessarily believe the hype because I still have old batteries that do really well.
Yeah, I have some real old ones too.
I've got OG Admirals that are like the bricks, the big ones.
I have some 3S Admirals that are like super, super old that I've never taken care of that actually are pretty, I mean, still great.
Yeah, I know it. The foam tack, they have smaller bottles than... I hated to actually open that one for that. Yeah, because I'm not going to use it. Because when I crash them, there's no fixing it. It's just so bad, there's no fixing it. Yeah, George. Yeah, Adam, that's what I was hearing too. It's hard to find the connectors to even do your own modifications because they just don't want the liability. Dude, it's always okay to be safe and smart. I'm just saying I'm getting along and I've been behaving badly for a while. Sean Forster, you know, on batteries, how low do you run a battery before you're concerned about it? First of all, since you're asking me, I absolutely hate percentages on a battery.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't really do you much good.
Because 25% could be, I don't know what that is. It could be 3.9 a cell. 23% could be 3.60. But it's only moved 2 percentage points. Like what the real numbers are the voltage per cell and overall, so on airplanes, most of the ESCs are going to LVC at 3.7 or actually sag a little below, I mean, they're picking up a 3.3, 3.2 perhaps. But we're pretty responsible where on jets we're flying them conservatively. We're working. If we lose the plane, we got to, first of all, replace it. We've lost the time. We're not making the deadlines. Dude tells me I can go 4 minutes on the T-33 from HSD. I go 3. Yep. And you know what? What goes around and screwing around, it probably was 4 anyway a lot of the time. Yep. And we landed and we checked them and we were right on. 3.7s, 3.8s, 3.6s. So that's where I go to. And on Warbirds, you 7 to 8 minutes. And when you have the telemetry stuff, especially the smart stuff, you don't have to add any modules. You just roll and see what's going on. But I have such a good feeling for timers. And also, I think you can discern, if you've been up for a while and you don't know how you're doing on juice, put pour the coals on. And if it doesn't have the punch that it had at the beginning of the flight, bring it in.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's really it for me on that. And the battery discussion is that poor dead horse. We could go round and round. I try to say both because I know guys want percentage and voltage, but percentage I only started doing recently because so many guys have asked. But I absolutely, it drives me nuts because I can say what the percentage is, but it doesn't register to me. There's not like a danger zone. I mean, there might be, but it's just so weird.
So when I go off percentage, mine's usually like 14%. That's as low as I want to go. Usually is like really low 3.7s.
But you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
You could land at 3.75s and be at almost 20% or maybe 21%, and you could be at 3.69s and you're at like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Or 14. I would rather look at 3.6, 3.9, 3.8, 3.7, because I'm also seeing how the balance between the cells are doing that way too.
Makes sense, yeah.
You know, if I'm like 3.7s across the board and one of them's way out, I'm like, that battery is gonna get. I'm gonna get rid of it, or I'm gonna make sure it comes back okay. Keep an eye on it, that kind of thing. I like seeing that all the cells are very close.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
And they usually are, and I'm always glad to see it. 3.78s, 3.76s, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, see you later. Tell everybody I said hello, all right? Yeah, 0%. That's pretty low. I mean, I drove a Surface battery to 3.6 or 3.5, and it says 9%. So the scale is kind of, 0% should be 3.7.
Yeah.
Because that scale starting at somewhere between 18 and 25 is like,
sense.
what the hell?
Yeah.
It's not real. Drives me nuts. Nexa. Is that a brand now? Nexa? From Motion?
I won't get into it. Yeah, I think I know where they went with that.
What is it?
I think.
Is it what I think it is?
Yeah, I think so. I'm almost positive.
Let me look real quick. The percentage is based on the voltage, but has nothing to do with the health of the cells and the balance.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're right, Marshall. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, so that's VQ.
Yeah, yep. That's what I figured.
That's why, yeah, I know it's VQ. I thought it was. I just hadn't seen him. It totally is. That's why VQ, Warbird's website, is turning into Legends Hobby or whatever it is, and he's selling Seagull.
Ruthless.
Who is?
How it goes.
Yeah, I'm not sending my video in to a crash contest. But I'd love to see you guys do it.
Man, I want a big B25. Or, heck, I'd be happy even if FMS came back with a B25.
Boy, they'd have to really do it better.
Yeah.
I
just can't believe there's not one out there right now. Foam-wise, anyways.
Can you save a smart battery that is down at 1.2 volts? A cell caught in a tree and ran down. Man,
Quieten something you don't like first.
You might be able to, but you got to see how it's going to behave, if it'll hold a charge, things like that. There's kind of ways to trick them and stuff, but I don't think I feel comfortable talking about it. Sometimes you just got to write them off, man. Sometimes you just got to write them off. When that B-24 went in the tree, I lost 2 4000s.
Yeah, it's not fun losing batteries.
Oh,
Boozer.
that'd be sick.
Yes.
That'd
Big
be
too, man.
Yeah, dude.
Just
It's got to
like
be
that big
big. Give
girl.
it flaps, suspension.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, these Oleo, like legit suspension struts that HSD has, I want to see those on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had a 90 millimeter
man.
Viper that was being called Taft for
Yeah.
a while. It had the Oleo, not springs, but legit. And, boy, that'd be nice. John Noons, what's up? Yeah, he says throw the battery away safely, properly. Jeff took 8 old batteries to Lowe's today. Yeah, man, I'll cut the ends off, and I have a cinder block. I stick them in somewhere safe under my wife's side of the bed. I'm just kidding. Craft King says his flight test planes last about a month. Take 2 months to build and last about a month. No, I'm just kidding. Something tells me Joaquin Phoenix is getting tired.
No.
RC Air Marshal, that's what I was going to say, and then I decided it wasn't a good idea. But thank you. Dana's RC wants to know if the LXB25 80-inch is terrible.
I don't have a clue, to be honest with you.
Oh, man, I just don't. I am so happy with the group that I work with that I don't want to buy one that needs to have electronics upgraded so much.
Yeah.
Like everything I handle, I'm good with the stock components. Unless you're upgrading for speed. Like we got the Gloucester Meteor, we're going to put some 6S FMS units in there. So, yeah, man, the LXB25 is impressive. So is their big P40, but I just don't want the bother. I just don't want the bother.
Thanks, GB.
You're way more handsome than Joaquin Phoenix, he says. Adam, I've been meaning to get back with you on text, but I haven't, sorry. Oh, gosh, here we go.
What I miss?
HRBs. Rockhead, have you seen the HRB batteries?
All right. Well, so I'm on like a kick with those right now, to be honest with you. Those and Roaring Tops have been
I'll have my own
go-tos.
brand of batteries, and this dude will be buying HRBs. Watch.
I just like them.
Craft King. Just desolder the bad cells. No.
Hold on, what? Don't solder cells. That's bad news bears.
For me to be in the, that would just be that'd be AMA'd call me. It'd be like, what are you doing? Talking to people, telling them to do this and that. It's just a bad look. So Adam, no news is no news is good news is the saying, but that's not true in this case. Sorry. Yeah, you guys hey, fly what you want. That's cool.
Yeah, man.
Fly HRBs if you want. You can get them on Amazon.
Through Ryan's Amazon,
No.
probably. No.
I'm trying to
He
I'm
said
trying
no.
to if you're gonna buy HRBs on Amazon, go to GB Linden.
Oh yeah, there you go, GB Linden, HRBs right there. I mean, I honest to God, I've been loving them. Those and Roaring Top have been my two go-tos lately, to be honest with you. Been pretty good. Mark Z, how you doing, buddy? So I'm just trying to catch up on comments here a little bit. Yeah, Jeff West. Yeah, I like HRVs quite a bit too, man. I was skeptical at first, so I got a couple just to try them out, and I was kind of impressed. Me and my buddy Adam, who's in the room right now, he's really good with electronics. He's been kind of comparing them to other batteries, and so far we've had good luck with them. Sorry, I'm just trying to read comments here. No one pissed Ryan off. Yeah, like Adam said, those HRBs have been pretty comparable to Gen's Ace so far, and yeah, I kind of flew whatever before I met Adam actually, and he's been Gen's Ace, so I started getting Gen's Ace and fell in love with him, and then since started trying out different things, and yeah, been good so far.
Are we done?
We're done.
Okay.
All right, guys, no more battery talk.
No, it's okay. I just try to support my
I
friends.
should have had you grab one of those for me.
That's I don't have any more.
No, you're right.
And this one's already
I should
open.
have ran out to my truck.
Do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got one out there. Be right back.
Just watch your don't trip and stuff.
Yeah.
Senate or the Granite for RC car beginner? Hubert Sanders, either one. Now, if you're looking at Horizon right now, I think the only thing in stock are the brushed Sentins, which are going to be a great time. They're going to come with a battery, and you can run lipos in them. You just have to change the pin on the ESC. Sentin's a great truck. So is the Granite. Depends what you want to do. You want to jump and bash. You can jump and bash on the Sentins too. They're actually remarkably tough. Partly, I think it is the body absorbs so much of the abuse. But, yeah, I tell you what, whatever's in stock, grab it, because there's not a lot left. They're all very good trucks. They're very popular. Go to pilotryanmedia.com, click Horizon Hobby, and go shopping. Xenomorph, it's a super cute little jet, and we just built it on the show, more of an assembly. These are new to market, and no one over here has one yet, although a bunch of guys have ordered some tonight. 3S power, 50 millimeter EDF, 11 blader. This thing's going to be dynamite. And it's only $119. PilotRyanMedia.com, click Hobby Zone, and you can get you one of these while they're still in stock. Dad, yeah. See, Dad, you can look at the smart stuff, but whatever you need is... Dad, let me know. I can set you up, man, with the right stuff. Dad's a 3S guy. Craft King, dude, Gen 8 Scout all the way. I like it so much, I got the orange one too on the way. Jermaine Spencer says the Sentin is fun. Get some 5200 milliamp 2S hard packs. IC5. Hubert Sanders, dude, thank you so much for that. I love doing that interview with those guys. Those guys have become good buddies, and I really like what Horizon is doing right now. Nah, we're not going to run up the jet because we just don't have a receiver in it right now and all that stuff. John Graham says, Bobby, he has the box under the table by the back wall. Let's open it. That box is empty. That used to have a Sukhoi in it. Jeff Suriano, what are you grabbing? Brisket. Oh, don't even talk about it. I didn't even get to eat today.
Dang, that sounds good.
Dude.
Man.
Eric RC, what's going on?
I'm hoping Taco Bell's opening up.
Oh my gosh, dude. I'm gonna send you out, dude.
It's not a bad
And
idea.
come back.
It's not a bad idea. It's close enough.
Dude, I'm saying I seriously didn't get to eat today, man.
I didn't eat dinner.
I worked today. We're back on Saturdays a little bit. I messed with the John Deere while I was there. And then came home, did some social, promoted this release a little bit, and then did Mother's Day. Oh my gosh, a tree fell on my kid. Big old dead tree, like, fell on my kid. They're climbing around, and like Rafi was freaking out.
Yeah.
He got hurt. I totally. One of the kids said a tree fell on Rafe, like he was pinned under this tree. And I went running outside thinking dude's leg is going to be bent the wrong way. And he was just freaking out because it scared him, but he was okay. George, yeah, I can kind of find that out. You want to know how many Vipers sold right now?
Thank you for the info, Boozer. I'm actually looking it up right now, man. I'm so hungry.
Are you gonna legit go get some?
I thought about it, man.
Dude, I'll buy yours.
Dude, I might have to.
Well, once it gets here, I'm cutting the stream though. There's no way I'm gonna eat in front of folks. And Golden had pizza.
Yeah, dude, I'm starving.
Pizza King? Don't even tell me. Let me see, George. Let me see. Now, my metrics are a little bit different than the overall metrics. I'm hoping folks click through the links I put on Facebook and the community post. And this doesn't tell me specifically, but I think people are either lying.
Dude, does Taco Bell do free delivery right now?
I don't know, but you can ask them. Yeah, people aren't clicking through, man. It looks like 4. Looks like 4, but I think it's more than that. Folks just didn't click through. The stay-at-home situation in Indiana is like, do what you want.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Download the app. See how this is going. If not, I'm going to get it, dude. I'm starving.
Yeah, man. I have to recover from the T-33 purchase. I get it.
Dude, that T-33 is like... First off...
Shamulous. Is that my link? If it's not, don't put it up. Sunflower seeds. Yeah, cracking and spitting on video. I used to do that like an idiot. Let me see. MSJ, don't know, can't say. Thanks, George. I'm not going to fire it up tonight. We got the kids up there.
You can order an at-home taco bar? For real?
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. What am I looking up? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Adam wants to know the fix for the FMS Bayhawk main gear doors. Mine keep hanging open.
Yeah, it's super weird, man. I think it's because they're like on
Thanks,
that little
Victor.
wire.
Victor, the thing to look for is the 420234 at the end of the URL. If it's not there, then it didn't take. That code falls off if you're not careful. That's why really going to the website and clicking Hobby Zone is the way to go. But do whatever, guys. I mean, there's no other marketing other than me until you guys start getting them. And then FNRC, thank you so much.
Oh man, I'm telling you what, those guys.
Let's see. I'll never forget that Captain Mike Zero video. Captain Mike texted me today. He said he saw a video. You guys know that people steal our videos all the time, and everyone else's, and cut them up. So there's like right now what's going on is some BS website apparently that's schlepping an F-16. They're showing like 4 or 5 different F-16s, 70 millimeter, 90 millimeter, the HSD one, a turbine one, and then they're trying to sell it to you for $20. But they're using some of me and Mike's footage. And he texted me and said that to me today, and I was like, yeah, I mean, it happens all the time. Thanks, Jeff. Which F-18, Rob, are we talking about? Yeah, you're not going to see a direct link, man. Honestly, pilotryanmedia.com is the best thing, because otherwise things are going to, it's going to, the URL code that makes me money is going to fall off otherwise. Craft King, see you later. Thanks for coming over. Yeah, who knows what kind of garbage you're going to get for $20. Sometimes I just want to see.
I know, me too. Just
Right.
for the heck of it, you know?
I mean, $10 for the free wing F-14 would be sweet.
Dude, that's what we should do. We should just pitch in $10 a piece one of these days just to get one and see what it is.
From E-Flight. So, guys, answer this question for our guy, Rob, from the Netherlands, Holland. Yeah. Asking about the E-Flight F-18 on grass. There's so much scams out there. Unfortunately, we live in a world where you got to be so apprehensive about everything. I can't believe a thing I hear anywhere about anything. So, you know, just wash your hands, mind your own business.
I didn't even know a triple lupa existed.
A triple lupa?
Bro, check that out.
A triple lupa bypass. That's what you gotta have after you eat one, man. They gotta like put a gravy pump in your veins. They'll send a wheel, says GB. They won't send nothing. The bus is still running. Guy actually bought one of those $20 jets. He was disappointed. Huh, go figure.
Really?
What do you think you're gonna get for $20? Eric RC. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I will.
What should we get?
Honestly, I cannot keep up already.
We doing like a taco pack, or what are we doing?
I don't know. Are they delivering?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm just like, here, you know what? I'll go.
You could have been back by now, Holmes.
I'll fake it. All right, go to cart. Let's see how this works real quick. I just want to see if there's like a delivery option.
Why would you order like this and then go pick it up?
Drive-through. Yeah, it says in-store or drive-through. Why would I want to do that?
Just
I
go.
might as well just go, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could still order it like that and
Yeah, but
and
then
get
you
it.
still got to pull up to the window and be like, hey, I did my order online, and I've done it before.
Probably.
Then you still wait in line.
Probably.
It's like, well, what was the point?
Probably.
No, I've never done any of those, Dave.
Check out. Oh yeah, DoorDash.
Yeah, I've never done those before. I don't even know if they do it this late.
The Hobby Zone link's gonna take you. I'll do it right now. Watch. PilotRyanMedia.com.
Yeah, let me know. I'll run and grab those.
PilotRyanMedia.com. So there is my website, and I'm gonna click on Hobby Zone. It's right there. It's right there. So you click on Arrow or Hobby Zone, and it's right there. I clicked on Hobby Zone, and here it is. Arrows Viper, 50 millimeter. You can't see it. Take my word for it. EDF. Let me go back, and the same thing will work for me on. If I click arrows, it should do the same thing.
I wasn't sure what to expect with that little guy at first either, but now seeing it in person, it's like, that's going to be a fun little jet.
I tell you, the pedigree and DNA of these arrows planes, I'm always pretty optimistic about what you're going to get.
Uh-huh.
Yep, it's no matter what you click, arrows or Hobby Zone, it's there. So, man, are you legit going?
Yeah, write down your order, bro. I'm starving.
Okay. Let's see.
I hope my other half isn't watching. She's like, I want a Taco Bell.
I think the number 3 is like 3 crunchy taco meal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Big Mountain Dew.
Regular Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Right on.
No Baja, whatever.
Ah, the Baja's the way to go, man.
No, man. And no sewer cream, and get hot and mild sauce.
That's what I get too. Hot and mild. That's the way to go.
So yeah, that meal should be 3 crunchy tacos. If I'm wrong about the number, it's 3 tacos, dude.
Got you. Don't worry about it. You can give me when I get back to them.
All right.
I ain't worried about it. Guys, I will listen in the truck. No, I will not text and drive. Right on. I'll be back.
All right, dudes. Thanks. I'm so hungry, man. I didn't eat today. Normally we don't do this kind of deal.
Yeah, I didn't eat either, man. I'm starving.
That ought to hit the spot.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Cool, man. Thanks. Just leave your garage door. Actually, dude, the visor. No, my car, the window's open.
Oh, yeah.
So the visor, just grab the opener.
Okay.
And just bring it in with you. Shut it when you leave, and when you come back, all that good stuff.
Right on.
Kevin Jones, 100%. Yes, he is going to Taco Bell. He says he's going to listen during the drive. 11:45. Ha! George Watts wants to know if he delivers to Kentucky. He's on the timer. Ah, Jesse Mouse. Thanks so much for that. That's cool. RC Pilot 007. If you want to, it sounds like you're up to speed with landing gear and flap and things like that. I think the E-Flight Viper is probably a great choice for you. You might be able to handle something a little more advanced than that too, depending on how you get along on your. Are you talking the E-Flight P51, the 6S one, or the 3S one? Papa John's. Oh, Air Marshal. It's not your fault. Papa John's is like my least favorite pizza in the world. Domino's is alright if you eat it fresh. It doesn't seem to be any good the next day. Like the way I judge pizza is if it's any good when it's cold. You know? Help me make that RC Crash compilation. What do you mean? Send you clips? I'm not going to do that. They're out there on YouTube already. Some of them. Just steal them. You know what I mean? This everybody else does. Unfortunately, I mean, when I crash, it's epic, but it's not a lot. Now in the old days, it was different. But I'd be glad to see a big crash video, but I make more videos than I watch videos. Kevin Jones, dude, absolutely. You guys that like Papa John's, I'm about to block you from the channel. I'm just kidding. Pilot Brett and Pilot Anthony, best 80mm EDF. First thing that comes to mind, I love the Bayhawk from FMS, honestly. But there's a lot of good ones. It depends what you're after. I think the Avanti 80mm is awesome. And I think the T-33, the L-39, the E-Flight F-18. Depends what kind of fields you have and stuff like that. Well, Eric, everybody sees your comment, so I don't know what you want them to do. If you got crash videos, post them in the chat, guys. Poor Havoc, says Laminar Innovate. Yeah, I actually kind of thought about getting another one of those. I actually, that day, I almost pulled the trigger on another one. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. Well, I'm out of water, but I could make some more coffee. La Patrulla. Gassers are cool, but I don't have any. If I was going to go gassers, it'd probably be PT-19, Zero, or a P-47. You know what I mean? Wild Bill says he tried to do a knife edge with a Bigfoot yesterday right after takeoff. Yikes. Flacky wants to know if a 120C 1300 milliamp 3S or high voltage battery would be dangerous in that little Viper. I don't know. Fog City RC just dropping in to say hello. Hope you're a good man. Thanks. I hope you're doing good as well. I hope all you guys are subscribing to the channel and that kind of good stuff. Reginald, see you next time. Yeah, man, looking forward to Maiden on this Viper and the other stuff that we're working on. I really need to sit and edit a bunch of videos. I got a lot. Fun Flying RC converted a couple of his yaks from gas to electric. I've done some conversions from gas to electric for some guys too. John Graham says, you crashed, GB? So, our guy, let's see, Eric RC says he's got a crash video on his channel, and if you have a crash video as well, he wants you to link it in his comments. Lee Davidson says the E-Flight A10 can do snap rolls and knife edges really good. I tell you what, man, it's always amazing to me how much rudder you get out of a double vertical like that. Did you see Brian Phillips like basically hovering that thing in his house? Just kind of barely holding it and like just thrusting, you know, a hover. Dana's RC. Jeff has an hour. Early knife edge, negative Ghost Rider. Thanks, Rob. Thank you so much. We're having fun making videos, man, and it's just a blast. I just can't wait to... I'd like to ramp up production, you know. There's a lot, and the memberships are brand new. Some of you guys have access to the early stuff, and so you won't get it though if you don't have if you don't stay on top of your notifications and stuff like that. So when I do the exclusive videos, I'll definitely post them in the community tab, members only style, and you'll know to check it out. You guys that have access to early stuff. When I drop the new things, now early doesn't always mean early for long. You may be the first guys to get to see it for, like, depending on what the release is or what the video is, it might be early access for like half an hour. Some early access might be just you guys, where I don't ever make it public. CCXRC, what's going on, man? How are you? We'll have to talk one of these days. I saw your DMs and Instagram. I'm looking forward to it, actually. Your name's Tony, right? You guys who are, so we got a mixed bag here, but mostly airplanes, you know, fans. I mean, that's really where, you know, we built this city on rock and roll. But you guys who like surface as well, I know I've been getting into that lately, and a lot of you guys dabble in that as well. You got to check out CCXRC if you like surface, because this guy's doing it well. Great channel, good guy, easy to watch, very informative, gives good value. I'm just going to talk about you for a minute, man. I knew I liked the guy when I saw him do a compare and contrast on the 4S Creighton and the Traxxas Max. Man, he put them through their paces, like right there next to each other. The Creighton was always staying on its feet. The Max was always rolling over. For me, the 4S Creighton won that one. But it was just like a great... I just knew I liked the guy. He does live streams all the time. He does a lot of crawlers. You do all kinds of stuff, Tony. So you guys who are into surface as well as me, you got to check out CCXRC. He's getting in on some early releases on the surface side too. So like one of the first guys, there was a handful of early influencers who had the 8S Creighton lately. He was one of them. So cool stuff, man. Thanks for coming over here. Jay Hillier, I'm on my wife's account somehow. Well, that's cool, man. Her avatar looks cuter than yours, I think, probably. You crash beginner planes. Do you fly at all, Tony? I saw you popping in on the Horizon chat. I wasn't able to keep up on the chat too much, but that was a good show yesterday. Yeah, let me give him a wrench, man. So, Tony, I'm going to give you a wrench. Guys are asking for a link to your channel. Used to be you could... let me slow this chat down a sec. Where'd he go? Used to be you could click on somebody's name, and that would take you to their channel. So CCXRC is now a moderator. Hopefully he'll drop a link to his channel for you guys. Marcus RC and channel reviews should skip this ad? Question mark. What do you mean, man? Cool. He's got an Apprentice and the Ultra Micro P51D. I will not drive and text, says Bobby. LOL. Do your kid... You drive with your kids sometimes. Your kids care for the flying at all? Flying's a great time. And the one thing I love about surface is I can do it in my yard too. This guy, a lot of his videos are like he's got a launch ramps in the backyard. I mean, he's able to just like really chill and get it done right there, which I think is nice. I mean, I love... Actually, I built a launch ramp and I'm doing it in the front yard. And if I break something, I just walk in and fix it. How Hey, hold on, Tony. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Stay right there. You were doing some race drones for a while? Nice. Your monster truck challenge with Kevin was cool. That's part of the Arma parts department right there. That's part of it. There's more, but it's not hung up yet. Yeah, so Eric Quinn, see you later. So yeah, man, Tony, I reached out to Tony, a few guys, about the FMS, the Rock Hobby Jeep, the Willys Jeep, and it's he was one. I don't remember. Yeah, you got back to me. You were one of the first guys to get back to me. Oh, thanks, Marcus RC. Brian Chambers, appreciate you. Those things are taking forever to get here, by the way, and it looks like the first RPM arms. Yeah, man, you saw them on the board there. Yeah, once I get through my Arma stuff, it's RPM all the way. It's just too bad I don't have a discount at RPM. But, yeah, I'm still working on those Jeeps, man. I'm trying to help them out. Because, you know what's funny, Tony, is you know probably how long it can take to get samples from somewhere, right? They'll air freight them over. You're not getting them with shipments. So they sent me that Jeep 4 times and I don't have one yet. It keeps getting sent back to China. So what's going to happen is that I think they're going to be over here and available. Not even exactly sure where yet. Rock Hobby is a division of FMS, so it should be coming from Horizon, but I think the licensing is an issue because it should be called a Jeep, and because it's not called a Jeep, and because there potentially could be licensing issues, I think Horizon doesn't want it until that's sorted. Just guessing. So I don't know where it's going to be coming from, honestly, but you're still on my list. I don't even have it yet. I think I was supposed to have one of the first ones over here, and man, I'm still like 4 times. It's not happening. The Turbo Timber came down off the maiden at 3.8 a cell. That's good. Kevin Jones, man. HRP may touch it. Yeah, I told him I'd warehouse it. Seriously. Drop ship from me. Let's do it. I'd do it too. I've got 5 of them allotted. 1 for me, and I was gonna get them out to 4 other influencers on the surface side. Nice, George. Ha! Josh Weaver likes to watch this show from the field in the summer months. Michael Bear says fixed wing is his only interest for RC. I get it. It used to be me too. I'm not a heli guy, and I have a quad that I haven't opened yet. Yeah, I saw that at Tanks and Trucks. Yeah, it is a nice one. It is a nice Jeep. Tony, that's the only reason why I got the Redcat and the axial deadbolt hiding behind it, is because I wanted to get... I had never crawled. Like, I started off bashing and didn't really look at crawling much, and but I actually really enjoy it. And you don't break as much stuff, which is cool. Bobby K. When he gets back with his food, I'm going to let y'all go. Christopher Montaldo, what's going on? Are they going to do RC Fest this year? can fly all year down here in Florida. Hey, you know, we manage to make videos all year no matter what. Jay Hillier, where's my t-shirt I bought last Saturday? Why are you yelling, bro? Dude, Teespring's taking a long time right now. It says it all over the website. The COVID business has slowed everything up. I've been buying, so I made a bunch of new designs, and I buy them too, and I've been waiting a long time for some stuff as well. So I'm sorry it's taken a long time, but it's kind of what's up. Did you order one? Have they told you it's shipped yet? I mean, it's taken a while. Like I got a hoodie that I ordered probably a week ago that just said it shipped, and I ordered no, I haven't got the free one yet. I think that's what I'm waiting on though, the hoodie. I was like, if I earn a free one, I'm getting a hoodie. That's right, Tony, man. Teespring takes at least 2 weeks anyway. Yeah, and especially now it's even slower. I usually try to pay extra to get them here fast. I got some new coffee mugs I'm waiting to get. And you guys who are members, man, thanks for doing that. I'm writing in caps so you'll see it. I'm waiting on a shorty pack for my Axial Capra, says Chuck G. Yeah, I haven't got my free one yet. But that was cool to hit the threshold and basically earn a sample. That's nice to get to do that. We got 130 folks in here. That's awesome. You guys got any last minute stuff? Because I am going to pinch it once he gets here. As soon as we get a chance, we're going to get this Viper up in the air. Yeah, emojis if you want to see and join the channel. That helps too. Because then you'll have the wings by your name. Little hand launch 50mm EDF. A good first EDF. Has he flown other things? Jay Hillier, do we know you by another name? Are you like always in the show, but we just don't know you tonight? Michael Barry, you're the best. Thanks. Yeah, GB. Viper, says Bobby K. Oh, man, that's not a nice question. I've got the FMS 1800mm Ranger in my cart at Horizon. Should I wait to see what the new E-Flite is released next week before I order? That's on you. I cannot. I gotta be smart. I can't. Tony Hahn says I gotta keep them up. I think it's gonna fly great. These have a great pedigree. Good components. You know, it's not like some surprise, never seen it before. The methods they use to put things together are familiar. Oh, it's Ute. Okay. Mad Max says, show the battery space. We easily were fitting 2200 3S packs in here with room to spare. Let's see. All day long, 2200 3S in here. You can go back with it all the way to there. I mean, sick. Rabbit 0317. Yeah, dude, remind me about that. Hit me in a DM on Insta or Facebook Messenger. Actually, what's also good is info@pilotryanmedia.com. Kevin Jones, yeah, in a week or two, there's going to be a new release at Horizon. We got it. We got to get it done. The Arrows Marlin is a great first jet. Has wheels and flaps for the grandson who has some RC experience. But if it's starting from zero, hadn't flown anything yet at all, you need to go with a high wing prop plane first. It's just the jet's going to end badly. Grandson flies well on Timber and Apprentice. Yeah, so man, yeah, I would definitely be thinking about the 4S Marlin. It is a good one. It's got flaps. It's like it looks just like an Avanti. Those things fly amazing, and it's got a big enough battery compartment that you can fit a multitude of different 4S batteries in it. And fella asking me about the, I wish I could be. I just, it's not nice for me to drop hints. I'd hate to be in trouble. I gotta get going with them. I don't want to mess it up. EDF was safe, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, you got the E-Flight Viper that's got the safe tech. I mean, that was the first EDF that had it. The canopy seems to be solid foam with this plastic, black plastic over it. RC Waz, dude, these are only $119. You know where to do it. PilotRyanMedia.com, click Hobby Zone or Arrows. Yeah, Kevin, I know because I got it in the box over here. Yeah, this is sweet, dude. I can't wait. I seriously haven't met a Viper I didn't like. You liking this one, Ute? I think it's probably a good one. 3S, 2200s, 1800, 1600. I think it even says 1300 on the site, which is, I think 1300 might be too small, but there's what you're getting. You've got the servo arms have these protectors on them. You got your grip. You got some exit air. You've got entrance air right here. This is plastic, and then so's the nose. And then the ventral fins back there are plastic too. Yeah, this thing is made for it. You know what I mean? The winglets glue on. You glue on the empennage. Say that 10 times real fast. Empennage. Flaky. I'm not going to say. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say. Eleven blades, RC Waz, dude. Yep, Dan said they flew with 1600s. That's what I knew too. We're going to do 1600, 1800, and 2200s over here. Pilot Ryan style. Flown a ton of planes but never hand launched. Got to give them a good heave sometimes. George Watts has his 2-year-old grandson getting it down with real flight. Sorry, Flacky. I just got to be smart, man. I just got to be smart. I'd hate to mess it up, man. I got a good thing going with them guys. Power comes courtesy of a 50mm 11-blade fan unit, 2627 4500 kV brushless outrunner motor, and a high-performance 30-amp ESC with 3-amp BEC, giving unparalleled speed and sound. Courtesy Josh Weaver. It depends what you're into, you know what I'm saying? It depends what you're into. I mean, everything they make is just perfect for somebody. It just depends where you are in your journey. And if you're looking for you, or if you're looking for your kid, I think depending on what you like doing, that new release may be right up your alley. My next RC video, as soon as I can get edited up some videos. I have a ton of stuff to get edited up, guys. A ton. So last weekend we went out. I made the T-33 from HSD, obviously, and filmed it a bunch more. Bobby's flights, my flights. All I showed you was the shakedown, but I'm going to also show you some flights from later on in the day. We were a lot more comfortable. The shakedowns are kind of clumsy sometimes, but I want you guys to see all that information and maybe give you what you need to know for your own, you know, flights, or just to help you make your mind up. And then so I made the Motion T-33 first. I actually flew that darn Spitfire from Mike Kennedy, and it was awesome. But the stinking, you know, the canopy opens, it blew off. So I got that. Bobby flew the HSD F-16 and Maiden the Flex RV-8. We've got F-14 videos from the week before that. I've got a lot of stuff to get through. So, yeah, the next video, as soon as I can edit one up. So, Sunday night, Monday night will probably be the next time you see a flight video from me. He worked for our home business all week and made $300. It's burning a hole in his pocket. When he looks at planes, what's he getting pumped about? And you guys fly at a field with a good runway and all that kind of stuff? I mean, if it's you got loads of batteries, I believe. Man, you could put them in about anything. I mean, the E-Flight Viper even. Flacky, my experience with the Spectrum receivers is only as bind and fly. I never really... Now, the regular receivers that aren't AS3X, used them for years, but I've never bought... Pardon. I've never bought AS3X receivers, new ones or old ones, and programmed them. Now, you want to know what's up with Spectrum AS3X receivers, the AR636 and the new one? You got to go to RC Air Marshal's YouTube channel. This dude, if he's not careful, he's going to end up working for Spectrum. So RC Air Marshal's YouTube channel, anything you want to know about those receivers, he's the man. He's the man. So yeah, whatever comes in the airplanes, yeah, I've bound them up and I've flown them, but I've not done any programming or whatever. I think that's what comes in the Mustang, right? So the kid's looking at EDFs. Yeah, man, I think... And he's got some stick time on some other stuff and he's doing okay. I mean, you know, does he want wheels and flaps, retracts, or does he want to hand launch it? A lot of rules for the COVID. Yeah. Yes. 300 bootleg field. Yeah, Marshall's got it going on. Wheels. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, he's still on the run for the border. No hand launch. Yeah, wheels. Bradley Lancaster, good night. It sounds like he could probably go with whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, 50 more bucks and he's got an A10, but he's got to have 6S packs. Tony Holland likes the Spectrum antennaless receivers. Dude, Bobby, Joaquin Phoenix is back with the Taco Bell. Sweet. You guys, we're fitting to cut it off. I don't want to eat on the show, dude, but I'm thirsty. It is 12:17, so I'll go a few more minutes and we're gonna wrap it, dude. We're gonna wrap it. So I also have. I'm gonna ask my captains if they're into this, and if they're not, then I'll do something else. But the build on the T-33 from HSD will probably not be a public video. But if you guys are into it and you're captain status, you'll get to see it. Would you like to see that? Let me know, captains. Kind Corner. Are you on Instagram as well? I think he is. Air Marshal. Oi. Not barely on Zoom, a little, but yeah. But you have no idea how long I'm sitting there looking at it before I finally can't take it anymore and have a bite. And I always feel weird about it. So, yeah, Josh Weaver, no problem. So, Pilot Ryan Enterprises sponsored RC Air Marshal another month on Zoom. So, we should hit them up this month. Yes, Mike Kennedy, yes. All right, George and Mike. Dennis, cool. That's all I need to know. Mitchell. We're going to have to do eating in shifts. Right? Like, I'm going to go over there and crunch in the corner or something. You know what? Look, guys, I actually feel bad half the time when they go really long, like 4 hours and things like that. I mean, I hate it that there's still so many of you and we're thinking about leaving, but it is kind of hard on us the next day. The RC Air Marshal, so my PT-17 has an up elevator at 60%. Safe. I'd like to fly safe without any mix other than what's on my radio. Yeah, I'm not the one. Flacky, you're good to reach out to RC Air Marshal on that one. I've just turned safe off and go with AS3X.
For sure.
You know? Green smoke. What doesn't make green smoke? Throw one through the screen. Eating in shifts. You like that, Tony? George is calling it a night. Wild Bill just realized he's never hand launched a plane before. So watch all the Toss and Boss jets. Watch every hand launch video you can get a hold of and see what guys are doing successful. I throw it pretty hard. You know what? My thing is like this. Slightly up angle. Give yourself a little bit of up trim. Throw it like there's no power and you actually want it to go somewhere. You know?
I kind of throw them like I'm taking them to outfield.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going 30 yards with this thing. It's a football. Like, yeah, since we're talking about... we've come to the poop joke portion of the program. So... it's probably okay to split, I suppose. No questions about how my movements are, and that's good.
All right.
Josh Weaver, you're funny. Blue smoke. Cold tacos suck. I tell you, when you're this hungry, it don't matter.
Oh, yeah.
RC Air Marshal says, check out my F-15 and F-16 videos. It shows me hand tossing both jets. Very easy. Yeah, man, there's loads of that out there. Yeah, Wild Bill, check it out. If you have someone around that can help you, let them. A lot of us cowboy it, but if you've got someone around, let them help you somehow. How was the trip, Joaquin? Pilot Ashley Roach Clip signing off. Roach Coach. Roach Clip. It says Roach Clip. Paul says, thanks Ryan and Bobby K. It's been another great show on a Sunday afternoon here in New Zealand. Good night. Yokiro Taco Bell. It's right here.
Yeah.
Hog those tacos. See you next week. Michael Bear. Yeah, guys, watch the videos. Tap the subscription bell. And that's not what I mean. Watch the videos, subscribe, tap the notification bell, turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything. Follow along. There's community posts that I'm putting out for everybody and for members only. If you like the idea that members stuff, click the join button and see what it's all about. If I ever drop the ball, let me know. I'll pick it up and pass it. That's what's up. Mukbang. Yeah, no, I actually know what that is, and we're not doing it.
I'm not sure what it is.
It's eating in front of the camera.
Oh man.
Usually like crazy amounts too. They've actually made it. Actually, they would probably demonetize this video, the ad revenue, if we did. I don't care about that. That's not why I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
Be cool if we could get Taco Bell to sponsor our late night show. So
That'd be cool. That and Starbucks, man.
ooh yeah.
Someday. I tell you what, I want GoPro to get in on it too.
Yeah.
I'm tired of buying stuff, man. No, I'm actually super pumped about the GoPro 7. Guys, stick around. I know some of you don't like the Surface stuff. That's okay. Don't worry. There's always airplanes around the corner. It's not on a... There's no, like, schedule, sheen, livery. There's none of that going on. It's just we put out what we have when we have it. I have a lot more airplane stuff going on than Surface, but we're going to do what we like. And I really love making videos so much that the trucks really fill in the holes between our sessions. Like, we're probably, honestly, lucky to get 2 times out a month to get cameras on stuff. And in the winter, it's probably once, just as needed. So, you know, to fill in the gaps, that's probably what I'm going to do. So if you don't like it, that's cool. Don't watch it. If you like me, though, watch it. You know, just don't be a jerk. It's cool, man. The airplane stuff's coming around the mountain. Don't worry. I mean, airplanes are always going to be my lead, my fave, my first. But listen, hat cam vids for airplanes are not the best. For Surface, you could definitely get better videos.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on.
Come
on. It's a completely different deal.
Yep. You lose me with a hat cam right after takeoff on an airplane.
I just don't watch them. I won't watch them.
Yeah.
I mean, even regular cameras, it's hard to get good video. Airplanes.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah. All right, y'all are ready. Hit me up on social. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, the bus is still running. What else you gonna do? I'm loving the Redcat meet servo, and stay tuned because the video is coming soon. I'm running it on the stock hard tires, and I'm running it on some really cush Duratrax deep woods. All this stuff is available at Horizon. Now it's kind of hard to find the Redcat stuff. If you go to Cars and Trucks and you click featured brands, you're gonna have a hard time. You got to look at just like all trucks or rock crawlers. But I do have the links in the description, as a matter of fact, to this baby. So that's what's up. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna eat with the show going. You guys are the best. We'll see you later. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna end it in 5. Hanger rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. See you next time, guys. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the videos, guys. What should we do next? Tell me on like one of the last videos, like a flight video. Not this one. Tell us on a flight video if you want to see Bobby's maiden flight on the F-14, or you want to see more HSD T-33, or you want to see Spitfire, or you want to see the RV-8. Let me know what you guys want to see, guys. Oh, Cody Adair. Glad you made it safely. Sorry you missed the show, man. We're ending pseudo early tonight, mostly because none of us have eaten, and so we're about to. Yep, new release. You'll just have to hang on tight because they didn't even want to really release the when it was going to be announced yesterday on the show, so I'm going to respect that. So, all right, guys, this is why you got to stay tuned, right? So you see, because as soon as I'm able to tell, I'm gonna. All right, you guys, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're out.